to win, but to seed your Welcome into the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. It is NECC Activation Week. The regular season for the NECC kicks off next week in Activation Week. All about seeding teams to make sure they are in the right divisions going forward. I am Michael Fisher, and I am joined by someone who we thought we'd never see again, but they are back in town for the Oklahoma State game. Speaking of which, we have Gridiron Rivals coming up later tonight. You do not want to miss Boise State and Oklahoma State going at it on a different kind of field. But Riley "A Baller" Boyd is back in the house. It has been a while, fresh over from Ottawa, and he's been talking a lot of smack as well. But Riley, we'll focus on Boise State. I see you brought the right team colors here. It's Activation Week. I know you're a big football fan, so it's kind of like the preseason in a sense. So what are you looking for from Boise State here in terms of a preseason where a win is nice, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter too much?
Well, it's nice for Boise State to be able to go out and play, kind of work on things. You can use Activation Week to kind of work on stuff and kind of build yourself into that team that you want to be. You can use Activation Week to kind of figure out some new things and get yourself seated correctly. You know, we were talking about it before about how Activation Week is so important to get that correct seating so you're in the right division for yourself, so you can, succeed in the season and get yourself ready to go for playoffs. It's so important. So for Boise State tonight, I expect that the situation that we're going to see from them is a team that's out looking to just play their best. It's more about you playing your best than worrying about playing against the opponent, and that's what I expect to see tonight.
Well, even though it is the preseason, it is Activation Week, we take a look at the rules. It is very standard in terms of Rocket League. Best of 5, 3-on-3, 5 minutes with the Southern Dev overtime, and standard soccer. This is honestly, I will say, Riley, my favorite part about Rocket League. Doesn't matter what conference you're in. It doesn't matter who you're playing. The rules are always the same. It's so nice to see. Now, what were the patch notes? What was the meta? It's Rocket League. It's always the exact same thing.
It's car, go fast, jumps high, scores goal. That's literally, Rocket League is the simplest esport there is, and it's great. I love it. It's the most sport-like esport we have outside of actual sport video games, and I think that's really cool. I'm a big soccer fan myself, so it's one of those things that really it feels like two worlds colliding every time that I work with Rocket League, and I love it. It's one of my favorite esports.
Well, we'll get ready to see. Boise State has two very talented teams. From what I've been told by the Boise State coaches, even since Boise State is in NACE and NECC, Boise State will have sort of split rosters in a sense. There will always be a NACE roster, and there will always be an NECC roster. So we'll be taking a look at that NECC roster here in just a little bit. But right now, Boise State is looking pretty strong. They're going to start off with UBC. And I don't want to say, that it gets confused with you. I believe the lineup here looks like it will be Gill, Danger, and Lion. Today's lineup brought to you by Count. Count Identity Trust Global Network delivers real-time fraud prevention. Account protection enables a personalized customer experience from the 9,000 leading brands. You're, at Ottawa now.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I fell into the same mistake. You're actually in Ottawa, Kansas, not in Ottawa, Canada.
I'm not going to lie. When I hit up my director, Sergio, out there, shout out Sergio, I thought I was applying for the school in Kansas, or in Canada, excuse me, because there is a U Ottawa in Canada. So at one point he asked me when I was going to fly out to Kansas, and I said, well, why would that matter? I'm going to Canada. And he said, no, you're not. You're going 30 minutes south of Kansas City.
That's the thing, because we were talking about, when we knew you were leaving us, we were like, okay, how do we have a surprise for Riley? And we were talking about it in the production room, I was like, I thought he said he's moving to Kansas City, but Ottawa's in Canada.
Right.
And so I had to I'm like, Koba, where is he? He's like, oh, it's Ottawa. It's Ottawa and Kansas. But the reason I bring that up is because we're actually playing a game against a team that is north of the border. We are playing the University of British Columbia. So
nice.
I think we're actually playing 3 Canadian teams today. So, I'm going to take you as the regional expert, even though you're nowhere close. You're in Ottawa, so to me, you're in Canada.
I mean, I think I think I know the first 2 lines of the Canadian national anthem, if that helps. You know, oh, Canada. That's about all I really know. So that's the best I'm going to be able to give you on regional expert.
Well, we do see our lineup there for Boise State. As I said, this will be the NECC lineup. So anytime Boise State's playing NECC Rocket League, unless there is sort of a schedule conflict, as these are students as well, it will be Gil, Lions, and Instinct. Now, Instinct's a player that you might remember, Riley. I know you were here last semester. He kind of came into the Boise State Rocket League program. The other 2 are new. Gil's played a little bit. Lions would be so new he wouldn't even have a picture of him. So it's going to be very interesting that this probably fits in with that whole preseason activation week. When you watch preseason games, you usually don't even recognize who's in most of the time. So this will be a nice way for the team to gel and sort of figure things out going forward. So I do kind of like this activation week the NECC's done.
I think the NECC does such a good job of doing that because when you get so many freshmen into your program, and esports, because of how fast it's growing, there's so many new players every single year. I mean, it's crazy the influx of new players that are coming into esports. So Activation Week is such a good time for coaches to put together different rosters and figure out what's going to work best for their players. I think that NECC has done a fantastic job with how they set this up.
Well, we talk about new players coming all the time. There's one thing that remains a constant, especially this Boise State program, and it is Doc's keys to the game, because who better to trust than Doc, who's been here forever in terms of what to expect. That is create mistakes, punish the overcommit, don't overstay, and bump and demo to disrupt. It's all brought to you by Drop-In Gaming. Drop-In Gaming is the premier online platform for gamers who seek competition. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you are new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop-In Gaming has the right games and competition for you. To begin your competitive journey, sign up at dropingaming.com. I think we're ready to go here, Boise State and UBC. And you said you're a big soccer person, so I know you're not used to goals being scored very frequently, Riley. But what are you watching for in our first moments of this Rocket League game?
Well, I think Doc's keys to the game got it right on that last one, especially. A lot of bumping and a lot of creating mistakes as well. I think both of those are so important in Rocket League. Anytime you can get a player off that path to go to the ball and just kind of change the way that they hit the ball, it's so important because when you have such talented goalies in this game, when everyone can be such a good goalie, that's super important.
Well, we're going to kick this one off. Boise State in the orange, UBC in the blue. Gil looking for a pass over to Lion. Lion actually bailed out, though. Frodo just clears it down. Instinct waiting near the wall. Great demo there by Gil. Instinct picks up that full boost, plays it around somebody. It's just Instinct and one other, but Frodo with a great challenge. Gil takes his shot, redirected by Instinct, but a nice save there by Harry Lakers.
Really nice aerial there from Gil to get up and try and get a shot on goal, and it ended up being, like you said, a really nice save here, and he's actually going to get a really good look at goal here. I just couldn't quite score it there, but a good center nearly got it in.
Frodo, huge clear. Lions looking to keep the pressure on, able to stop it at midfield, just kind of bump it down. Gil nearly steals that one away from Harry Lakers, but does stop the clear. Ski with the misplay, but Frodo's able to clear it down into the corner. Racing down Instinct, just simply knocks it out of his path. Now looking to clear it past Ski as well. It'll be Gil who takes it up near midfield, looking for a pass, but Harry Lakers steals it away, and the ball hanging out in the mid quite a bit now is a huge mistake. Let's Boise State score first.
Boise State controlling the air early right now, doing such a good job of getting up for all of those loose balls in the middle of the field. They're just playing fantastically in the air, and Okanagan just doesn't seem to want to get up with them and challenge for these early loose balls.
I think it was Frodo who got caught all alone, never a spot you want to be. Doubles cheat up there on the kickoff. Ski's able to do a great job getting some pressure here for UBC. Finally able to create some offense. They have no shots right now to Boise State's 2, just a minute into the game. Harry Laker pops it up in the air. Gil maybe trying to play it off the back wall, just does enough to stop the rebound. Boise State looking for a clear. Ski centers it on net. Pass over to Harry Laker. It's just high, though.
Yeah, that was a really, really nice center there. I thought that was going to be a goal for sure. I think that might have even got a good bounce if there wasn't too much contact there. That was just dangerous. But look at Boise State. As soon as that ball gets going around their goal, they're already looking for a way to transition it down and counter.
Harry Lakers steals it away from Lions. Instinct now looking to make a play, but it's stolen away by Ski. Lions centers it up. There's Gil. Ball's a bit behind him. So Harry Lakers able to clear it away. Double demo does come out, so we get a bit of 2-on-2 for a few moments.
And just good pressure from Boise State here, not letting that ball get clear, but that's a nice demo there from Ski. That's going to really slow down the way Boise State gets forward here.
Harry Lakers got Ski down there trying to cherry pick. Frodo's able to pass it over. Great team play there. Frodo bumping everyone out of the way, redirects the ball on net, and Ski capitalizes. Quite the passing play there for Okanagan.
Yeah, that looked like just some really intuitive stuff there. That was just a great ball right into the middle, and then a ball right to, as we say in soccer, right to that back post. Nice little tap in there in the end for Okanagan.
Right to Doc's keys to the game, even though it's the wrong team. Bump and demo to disrupt. Frodo was basically bumping everybody around. Ski, great job in the air, able to clear that one out of the corner, going for the follow-up. Instinct pops it out his way. Lions for the give and go to Instinct. They wanted the back pass to Gill as well, just wasn't able to find it, so Harry Laker clears it towards midfield. Lions just barely keeps it on the blue side, but a demo going to allow Frodo to take a shot on net, though it is turned away with ease.
Yeah, Boise State, again, doing really well in the air, although Okanagan has done a good job of starting to really get up. We've seen an aerial presence from there, but now Boise State's got to try and get back here because that ball was going down towards that corner. And if someone from Okanagan got a little touch on that, that could have been centered really easily.
Instinct retreating on that was a play of the rebound. Frodo with a nice dunk around him. Gill's just going to clear this one out. Nice dodge on the demo attempt. Ski centers the ball to a teammate. Actually, he'll take it himself. Now over to Harry Lakers, and the demo comes out onto Ski. Boise State finally getting into that demo game that UBC's kind of controlled so far in the first 3 minutes.
Yeah, UBC's done a really good job of finding lots of demos early. Boise State trying to get countered back with their own here. As that ball's going to go center. That's a good job from Lions getting over and just poking that out of the way. But a nice shot on goal, and there you go. 2-1 UBC.
Boise State looks like you got a bit of a double commit. Oh, a triple commit, honestly.
Oh. Again, that's what Boise State had been looking to do all game, is as soon as there was any sort of attack on their goal, they wanted to put so much pressure on Okanagan. And at some point, if that ball gets taken away early, that's what's going to happen when you put so much pressure forward.
Now, you never want to see a replay where all three of them are driving in the same direction right next to each other. Lions barely hits the crossbar. Frodo able to clear it away. Instinct retreating, making sure another goal doesn't go in. Still 90 seconds left for Boise State to potentially tie this one up. Great job by Ski there. Stealing that one away. Ooh, Lions barely miss on it. Might have a replay here as everybody kind of whiffed. Gill and Lions pinch the ball together, but Ski with an easy save.
Boise State, they had a chance. That ball came back in the center, but unfortunately everyone was looking to get some of those pads and just get some boost. No one was quite there, and that ball's going to be redirected and nearly put in there by Okanagan. That was really scary for a second.
Ooh, Gill with the top shot. Harry Lakers stops it. Instinct kind of just lobs it on net. UBC isn't there in time.
That is a save you have to make if you're UBC. Right there, you've got so much presence in the goal. Everyone had committed to that first save, and it was just a half a second too late. That's disappointing for UBC, but for the Broncos, we'd love to see it.
Yeah, the Broncos even had a bit of a double commit coming out earlier, where we were able to correct that one. Is off the kickoff. Gill looking for the go-ahead goal. Does get turned away. Boise State's got to be careful. Ski had a wide open net if that shot was on target. Luckily for Boise State, he did miss. Now Lions wants to dribble it up the field. He's got Gill right behind him. And Gill should be able to make a play. Actually going to have to retreat. Frodo with a great aerial dribble the whole length of the field. Double taps it off the back wall, but a great save there by Lions.
That was a fantastic center there, coming down the field. Like you said, a double tap off that back wall after an elite aerial dribble there. That was really good, but Boise State, I love this center play. It just didn't quite come off for them, but they're still trying to put all this pressure in the middle of the goal here. They know that if they can just get a shot on, they're going to have a really good shot of scoring.
Oh, did they bump him out of the way?
Just like that. Instinct. What do you know?
Somebody's going to bump Frodo out of the way. I don't know who it is.
It's Gill. What a play from Gill. What a play from Gill.
We had the Frodo POV. He looked like he had the easiest save of his life. As you said, though, Riley, Gill with the save, Instinct with the hat trick. Boise State's got the lead with 20 seconds left. One more goal would be the dagger as Lions gets a great shot. He does get demoed. The hats come falling down. Boise State once more. Instinct gets 4 goals. That would be huge. 10 seconds left. They just got to burn clock. UBC gets a huge clear.
Now at this point, if you're Boise State, just keep that ball away and keep it low. We don't want extra time on the clock, and they score at the buzzer. Lions and Boise State 4-2. That was really good after a shaky middle ground there. Boise State really finished that game strong.
Yeah, just some fantastic team play. I mean, of course, Instinct's going to be sort of the hero of the game with the hat trick, but what a fantastic play by Gill. We will get to that in a little bit, though. Of course, a good reminder, the Idaho Army National Guard is a proud supporter of Boise State Esports. The top plays you see at the end of every broadcast are presented by the Idaho Army National Guard, who invites you to take your impressive critical thinking skills into real time. More than 10 jobs offering a $20,000 bonus and your group choice paid for. The Idaho Army National Guard is the best team out there. Reach out on Twitch at iGuard Gaming. And I think you totally nailed it, Riley, when you summarized that game. A great win for Boise State, but that shaky mid-game, probably from about like 3 minutes to about 1 minute on the clock, Boise State had a lot of double commits, a couple triple commits, and they kind of let UBC back in the game.
Well, and it was just a matter of, like you said, so much committing forward, and that's when you need to have a really good IGL. They can just step up and say, hey, guys, we need to make sure we're at least keeping one back right now. Somebody just getting that boost and being ready to go on, because when we put so much pressure forward, they're going to counter us. So Boise State did a really good job of just settling things down, and when they did that, they looked really good. This roster looked fantastic in this first game that we've seen them.
Yeah, I think this roster, I know Boise State had a couple of summer tournaments where they have 6 very talented Rocket League players. Again, they can have a NACC squad and an NECC squad. We're seeing the NECC squad here in Activation Week. They were kind of mixing it around, mixing and matching, and I think this Instinct, Gil, and Lions roster has looked very, very strong. And I think you're right. Again, don't know who the IGL is for this team. I would assume it's Instinct. He has the most experience, but you get the hat trick, you kind of settle everything down, and for Boise State, you're feeling good going into this game, too. As long as you clear up a couple of those double commits, and maybe that off the kickoff. I think Boise State got a bit too cheeky, nearly let one go in for free.
Yeah, I think they were just trying to kind of dummy the ball off the kickoff here, and that's a nice shot on goal, big save by Gil. I think Boise State was trying to dummy that kickoff to try and bait it out to go to one side and get a free shot, but sometimes being cheeky, like you said, isn't the way. Just hit the ball.
Yeah, kickoffs are the one where we've seen teams do a ton of things, but sometimes it's just the keep it simple, stupid method, the KISS method, that really wins teams games on those kickoffs. We get a great demo here from Harry Laker. Instinct able to make a great save, now going to dribble it down. Harry Laker steals it away, but Gil's right behind him, going to rattle it around that corner, gets it around one, but Ski's right there. He wanted the pass away. Lions' turn now, same thing, but he can't quite center it up either.
Lots of centering, lots of pressure there from Boise State, but now they have to just kind of retreat here, and that's a good save right across the face. Wow, that was close.
Those boosts for UBC. Everybody on Okanagan above 54. You see Instinct out of fuel. Lions also running out as well. Instinct able to get back that 100 mid boost, though. But UBC's doing a great job managing their boost. See if they can turn this into a goal. Boise State, great shot by Lions, though. Looking for the rebound. Frodo with a great denial. Instinct at midfield is going to pop it up in the air. Lions trying to dunk it over Harry Laker. Not quite able to get there. Ball gets ricocheted back to the Bronco goal. Gil's just going to have to change this one out of the path, and he'll do just that.
And just a lot of pressure. Like we keep talking about, all this pressure in the middle from Boise State. They're centering so many balls, and they're just not quite winning those big balls in the center. But like we said, a big center from Okanagan just goes wide.
Okanagan's accuracy has been lacking this game. They've had quite a lot of opportunities as Lion at midfield keeps it on the blue side. Frodo's just going to volleyball right back. Instinct pops it up in the air, gets a slight dunk over Ski. And Lions now will take this at midfield. Ski's going to jump over him, disrupt that dribble. Harry Laker looking for a pass down to Frodo. Takes a great shot once again off the crossbar. Boise State thanking their lucky stars.
But now Boise State had that numbers forward. They just got to keep attacking. They had it set up where they had a 3v1 push forward, and now they have to rush back, and you see they are right now, but they were so far forward, they almost got a chance to break away and score.
Gil, big clear. Frodo, nice stop. Harry Laker's there as well. Ski going to keep the pressure on. Gil can't quite sneak it past him. Instinct is there. Huge save for Instinct. That was a wide open net. Ball bounces off Ski right into Frodo's lap. Got a lucky play there for UBC. They're going to get another attempt here. Harry Lakers taps it on net. Boise State out of position, and UBC gets the first.
Yeah, Boise State once again, they thought they had that clear. That ball got up to half field, and what do you know? Again, it's a triple push forward. That spells doomsday when you go against a team that knows how to convert. Boise State's got to keep someone back right now.
UBC did a great job there. Only credited with 4 total shots, but that was about a good 45 seconds to a minute of just pure side control. As Lions now once again in the orange end, trying to sneak it around Harry Laker. Not quite able to. Gil now. Frodo's waiting right there. UBC doing a fantastic job. You can see the boost for Boise State. Already one player low. Luckily, Ski hits off the crossbar. UBC giving everything Boise State can handle right now.
Yeah, right now the roles have reversed. Boise State really just dominated towards the end of that first game, and this time it's UBC just dominating.
Oh.
And the dummy ends up going off the back wall and getting tapped in for an own goal.
Just a great play here by Harry Laker and Frodo. But if Boise State was able to save that, UBC had full committed, but again, I mean, this ball has been on the blue side for what, 3 minutes, Riley? 4 minutes?
Yeah, it's been tough, and that would have been such a hard save because they went up for that like they thought it was going to be a tap in there from UBC, but the player just didn't touch it. Like I said, he dummied it off the back wall, and it's almost impossible to save that when you think it's going one way and it just goes the other. But here's a great attack. Lions tried that aerial dribble and just couldn't quite get it past the last defender.
Instinct and Gil both retreat, but again, the ball already on the orange side. Frodo's going to intercept a back pass. Gill barely gets it over Harry Laker. He does get demoed. Great bump out of the way there by Frodo onto Instinct. The Instinct will get some revenge with a nice demo, but it's not enough pressure for Boise State. Gill pinches it off the wall. Ball barely above Instinct. Gill
so many forward again.
Gill should get there in time, just barely though.
It is giving me a little bit of anxiety the way Boise State is playing right now with how many they're committing forward. And Gill got a touch to that. He just couldn't quite keep it out.
It's just such a hard spot to be as the goalie. He's running backwards. He's trying to get a touch on it. No, UBC, this looks like a different UBC team in this game, too. They have absolutely dominated offensively. Boise State has one shot, and we have only 70 seconds left in the game.
Well, and I think it's just they're recognizing when Boise State gets aggressive, and they're doing a good job of waiting to attack until Boise State, starts really pushing. And that's when UBC's going. So if Boise State is going to get themselves back in this game, they've got 60 seconds. They've got to start keeping one back and not being afraid to counter with just two.
Oh, they wanted a pass from Gill the Lions, but the ball was off target. Ski trying to clear it down. We always talk about 30 seconds of goal is usually what our players tell them is a safe margin. So Boise State already up against a very large hill to climb here. As Ski just clears this one away, and when Okanagan's been on defense, it's been lights out, but Gill might change that. No, Harry Laker has a huge save.
Yeah, that was a crazy save. That was such a good shot from Gill, just understanding his angles and knowing the way to get a shot on, and there's Boise State off the bar. Oh, Boise State's looked so aggressive these last 30 seconds. They just can't quite convert.
It does not look like time will be on the Broncos side, and we should be heading to a 1-1 here. Gill has to make a miracle happen, but Lions can't get to the ball in time. Instinct at least trying to get on the board for Boise State. Lions takes a very short slot. Gill with a nice defense, but I just don't think there's enough time. And honestly, UBC with a fantastically played game overall. As you said, they realized when Boise State wanted to be aggressive, they realized exactly how to counteract that. But Boise State Esports, hey, we're always looking for talented players, production, and broadcasters. Top talent, along with good grades and eligibility, can earn you scholarships as well. Sign up today by visiting boisestate.edu/esports for more information. I mean, best of 5, basically now we've shortened it to a best of 3, Riley, but it felt like the tale of two different games. Game 1, Boise State was in complete control. Game 2, I mean, up until those final 30 seconds, it felt like Boise State was just defending.
Well, and I think, like I said, it was like, and like you said, they took such good control of that. And Boise State, I think they just got frustrated. Mm-hmm. They were getting so frustrated with the fact that they couldn't get out and they couldn't attack that anytime there was an opening, they all just pushed. They all just went, and that was when Okanagan scored. Because really, Boise State did a good job when everything was kind of sat back and Okanagan was just pressuring. They did a good job of defending. It was when they got too aggressive, that's what hurt them. Yeah,
it's something we've also talked about all the time as we hop right into Game 3. Boise State's got to find a way to clear the ball at angles. Lions doing a great job of that because so much of UBC's pressure is that ball's just going to roll in. I think we'll see in the replay, I think Instinct unfortunately gets a demo instead of ball. I think that's what happened. No, actually, that was off screen. Gill just unfortunately missed on it.
Yeah, Gill was just pushed up again. And Boise State, they've got to keep someone back. If Gill's going to be the guy to go forward, Gill's got to, stay back. He's got to stay back right now.
Lions going to corral this kickoff. Great pass over to Gill, but Ski with the easy intercept. And Frodo's going to look to clear it onto that blue-orange side where they have had so much success. Lakers great dunk over Gill. Gets a great second touch into the corner. One more chance for Frodo, but it is turned away. This is where Boise State has struggled. They have not found ways to clear consistently out of this UBC pressure. Gill stopped by Frodo. Lions forced to make one save. Harry Laker coming in, looking to wrap that ball right in front of the net.
Oh, no.
How did that?
That's just a great angle there. That's just it came off the top of the Boise State car, and no one expected that to be actually going on goal from that angle.
Yeah, I thought that would just roll in front of the net and we would be safe, but already Okanagan with a 2-0 lead. They have done a fantastic job of flipping the script on Boise State. As Gill now racing in. Oh, Frodo had a great save to sort of spike that ball up in the air, make it hit above the crossbar, and Harry Laker's just going to blast it clear down to the orange side, and Boise State in a very unfortunate but very familiar situation.
Yeah, and now Boise State trying to put anything forward. A nice center off the back wall. Gill's going to get a nice shot on, and it's just turned away once again. Harry Laker has been so good in front of goal for Okanagan these last 2 games.
Ooh, Ski gets demoed, but they can't clear the ball. Frodo and Harry Laker's going to miss on it. Gill's in a one-on-one. He needs a pass over to Instinct. It's high. Do they have the rebound from Lions? They do. and Boise State's down 1.
Now that's what Boise State needs right there. Lots of centers winning those aerial battles. That was so important for them. And look at that dunk there as well from Lions as well. Right over the top. That was just a great goal.
Fantastic job. Boise State needs another one of those. So far, UBC only 2 shots, so Boise State has sort of surpassed them offensively. Ski, a little fancy backflip there, right at midfield, going to dribble it all the way down in the corner. Wants to center it up for a teammate. This time, Boise State will not fall for it. Gill gets a clear. Second attempt here from Harry Lakers, looking for some bumping in the goal. Ski's just going to run it back one more time. Deja vu from the other side. Instinct can't dunk it around Frodo. Gill getting bounced around in net. Finally comes out and gets a clear.
And like you said earlier, Boise State starting to clear this ball at angles. And look at the bumping from Gill there as well. Just being aggressive, finding a touch here, finding a touch there. Boise State with a nice center and a double. And Gill, oh my goodness, I thought that was a good goal.
Just off target. I was right there with you. I thought Boise State had tied this game. This Lions got to make a play. We get a demo off screen. So it's Lions and Gill for a moment. Barely gets that ball out of range of Harry Laker. Instinct now fresh off the respawn. Going to take a pass from Gill. Can he recenter this? Ski with a great aerial challenge. UBC, they were scared in game 1, Riley. They have been fantastic in the air in the last 2.
Yeah, they really have. And Boise State now but I think the key is going to be, oh my goodness, what a shot from Instinct. Wow, never mind. Scratch whatever I was going to say. That was fantastic from Lions and Instinct.
He just speeds that ball up so much. Frodo can't even get there. Boise State, new game here. We're about to enter the second half of game 3. It felt lost there for the first 2.5 minutes, but Boise State has tied it up. Frodo, nice kickoff win, but it's sometimes about who gets the second touch, and that's Gill. Unfortunately, not able to keep that pressure on. Lions gets 1 touch on it. Ski just enough boost to get above him. And Boise State barely now has to keep it out of their own net.
I thought Frodo was going to get a chance there, but he ran out of that boost, unfortunately for him. Boise State now just trying to get this away at those angles for about a minute. They were doing such a good job of that. You'd been asking for angles. They were doing it. All of a sudden, it looks like they're just going right back towards the center. But Lions had a nice aerial dribble, but no luck.
Ski put himself in a great position to just kind of deny a rebound. Carries it up towards that orange field. Now Gill there waiting, looking to center it. Nobody's there, though. Don't know if they expected Lions to be there or not, as Lions in the corner now trying to get it clear. Frodo's going to dunk right over him. Double demo from Ski. Can't draw it up much better than that.
That's Doc's keys to the game right there. It's bumps and demos, man. That is what can absolutely destroy a team. And like you said, Ski with the double demo, 3-on-1. Lions is sitting there like, wait, how? I can't. Man,
that's not my spot in the rotation. Come on, God. That's a great play by Ski. Very rarely do we see a double demo turn into a goal. UBC with a nice rally to go back in front. Harry Lakers now looking to set this ball right up in front of the net. Not quite able to do it. Lions now racing down. Boise State, 90 seconds left to get the game tied. Ski, though, great position. He has been all over the place in the air. His shot does get turned away, but the ball's still on that orange side.
Yeah, he was about to unleash, I think, and just knock that straight down at the goal. So it was a great save in the end, and that ball just dancing right around in front of Boise State. Instinct, though, with the great instincts to know where that ball was going to go.
There's another demolition. That is something UBC has done incredibly well. Boise State has not had too many demos, at least not that many to turn the tide. As we see Gill does get a touch on it. Lions and Instinct both going to elevate. And that double commit kind of ruins Boise State's offensive push as there's 60 seconds left, and that ball barely goes wide.
Oh, it's so scary when you see 2 of your teammates going up. I mean, especially if you struggle in goal like I do. It's horrifying seeing both of your teammates just fly up there. You're like, oh, no, guys. You can't lose this. Please don't.
Lions trying to keep it alive for Boise State. Harry Lakers looking for one more. The dagger for UBC to put him on match point. Off the back wall, Instinct with a great clear. That was a huge double commit from UBC. They're both going to get back in time. Lion steals it away from Ski, but there's another one from Boise State. Lion and Gill both going up for that ball. Instinct, though, this time able to keep it alive. He's looking for Lions near midfield. Pass is just high.
The timing was almost beautiful. Instinct with a great aerial dribble, just trying to knock it down, and it just didn't quite come off. But here's another chance for Boise State. Everyone's forward. They got to go.
5 seconds left. Could be the last chance. Here comes Lions, but a huge clear from Frodo. Boise State can keep it in the air. The game won't end, but Frodo will just ground it, and UBC will go on to match point. Boise State showing a lot of fight. There's a couple of untimely double commits on the back end. And for Boise State, They still have a chance. I'm not going to say this series is over yet, Riley, but it definitely feels like UBC has kind of figured out exactly how to slow down and how to counter Boise State.
If you're Boise State, I need you to channel some of that 100 Thieves energy that we've been seeing in Valorant all week. That comeback energy, that's what you need right now, and it's going to come from playing smart. When any team in any sport comes back, it comes from those intelligent plays, and those double challenges in the air, those triple challenges forward, that's just not going to do it for you right now. So you've got so much skill on this roster. You don't all have to make the star play all at once.
No, 100% agree. I mean, it felt like at the very end, Boise State was pressing when they had, 30 seconds. I mean, of course, when they got to the very end, everybody's just trying to go for a shot. But you're right. We saw, I think, 2 key opportunities when Boise State's down a goal. They need to get that game tire. A double commit in the air, a double commit off the wall. Totally kills that offensive momentum. And we talked about it after game 1 when we were complimenting Boise State about how the IGL did a great job of kind of calming everything down. They need to take these 60 seconds we usually give them between games and really sort of settle back in, work on their communication. Of course, as a team, we haven't seen too much this combination of Gil, Lions, and Instinct, because right now it feels like everybody's trying to do the exact same thing, and that's why UBC's kind of just taken over by not making mistakes, not being flashy, just don't make mistakes.
But that's why we have these activation weeks, right? This is a great opportunity for this team to figure these things out. That's why it's so important to do these kind of things. Learn from your teammates here. Now let's see if Boise State can put it together here going on when they're on the point of losing right now.
Boise State wants that game 5. Want to give Riley quite the show in his first time back at Boise. See if they're able to do it. It's a great pass from Instincts to Line. Wanted to give it go, but deja vu all over again. Everybody goes forward, and Ski just gets a free goal.
That is brutal. Boise State trying to come out and make an impression early on this game. Gil, it's not by much. Gil's just pushed up just a little bit too far there, trying to get boost, and just got feet-wise out of position.
Frodo has been insane on these kickoffs. He wins another one, and
oh no,
that's a goal for Ski. UBC has dominated the kickoffs.
And that was just miscommunication. And you know what? I was thinking about that last game. Has Boise State won a kickoff?
It doesn't feel like it, but there have been times at Rock League where sometimes Frodo wins that, and let's say Gil, who's right now, he's in position for the second touch. Boise State's just not getting the second touch on kickoffs, and I think that's the bigger problem.
Well, they've tried, and I think Boise State's tried to do some dummy kickoffs and stuff, a couple of times and win those second touches, but it hasn't worked for them, and that's just been a huge struggle for them. UBC gets so much possession off of that.
There's a rare double commit from UBC. Ski and Frodo both go for the ball, but it doesn't even matter. Frodo's able to clear it all the way down to the orange side. Lions now going to dribble up. Ski with a huge whiff. It's now a one-on-one. Frodo's actually got back in time, so it's a 2-on-1, and now Boise State's got to be careful. It's all up to Gil, and this time he makes a great play.
That was almost big for Boise State. If they could have dribbled over one more player, they would have had a really good look on goal, and for a second, I thought they were going to, but boy, that's a scary clearance right across the face from Boise State.
Ski with a fantastic little clear. Instinct coming up. Big shot. Plays it around one. That's clearing the ball at angles. Instinct did a one-on-one, but Harry Lakers, great save. Lion steals it away. But there's Frodo, as we saw. It looked like Gil racing in to try and angle that shot in. Now Boise State's got to be careful. Shot from Ski. Follow-up. Hits up the crossbar. Third tap. Pushes the ball wide.
Boise State living right now on the edge. If one more goal is going to make this almost impossible to come back for them.
Instinct got a nice attempt there. Boise State, 3 shots to their name. So does Ski. Ski's been playing phenomenal in this game 4. Really the hero for UBC most of this match, it feels like. The Ski's right there as well. Gil gets a great play. They just need somebody on the follow-up. Gil gets the demo in net, but the ball hits off the crossbar. Can Instinct double, triple, quad, 4.
Yes!
I don't even know anymore.
Wow, what a play there. Instinct just staying alive on this play. And again, I already made the pun, but that is just true instinct from him right there. Holy cow, that is an IGL for you right there.
That was phenomenal. Boise State needed that. Game 3, they came back from down 2-0 and tied it up. They couldn't quite get the next one as Lions takes a huge shot on net. Frodo able to clear it away. Instinct centered up to Gil. There's a huge shot.
Oh my goodness.
Just wide of the net though.
Boise State though, all of the sudden, it's like that goal just was the breath of life. They're now attacking so much better. Look at how they're not committing too much forward. It's 2s, and now, as I say that, it's 3, and Gil gets cut out of position. Gil, you made me look bad. It's the caster's curse.
It's the reason that's an emote.
Yeah.
As you complimented them. Just a great clear, and yeah, unfortunately, Gil can't get back in time. still feels doable for Boise State because it's not 3-0, it's 3-1.
Yeah, it does, and you've got 2.5 minutes. Plenty of time to get back in this now, but another goal for Okanagan is going to make this be a huge deficit. But look at this. Boise State, though, they're starting to get a couple of shots here on goal, and those long shots, they might not always seem like they're going to go in, but every once in a while one does slip in, and that can be a momentum changer.
Huge clear from Frodo. Going to force Gill back. Gill can't fight it. Ski can't either. It's up to Frodo to re-center. An Instinct, great clear down past the Lions. Totally intercepted, though, by a Ski. UBC has done a great job reading these balls in the air, getting in those passing lanes. As Boise State just kind of passively plays it, allows an attempt from Frodo. Ball does finally get over to the blue side as Lions racing down. Can't sneak it around Frodo. Still set it up for Instinct here, but it's not quite a good enough shot.
But everyone's still from Boise State right in the middle. They had a chance for just a half second, and they're going to keep pumping this ball back into the box. Another good center from Boise State from Lions, but all of a sudden you're out of position, and man, that's just unfortunate timing.
That's a great touch by Harry Lakers. Comes out of the goal, elevates to get just barely over Instinct. The Lions can't do anything, and again, yeah, that felt like we talked about it a bunch. You got to have somebody back, and when you're down 3-1, though, and time is ticking down, it is sort of forgivable, though, Riley. I mean, we're down to, like, what, minute 50? Especially now in a 4-1. I wouldn't be shocked if Boise State just goes full offense because they can't afford to not score in the next 20 seconds.
Yeah, they need to find one now, and just as you said that, they nearly do. Oh, my goodness, that was right on that back post.
Huge clear going to come down from Ski. Boise State should be able to corral it as Instinct gets a touch, going to follow it himself. Lions will actually be the one to claim it in the corner, trying to play it around Harry Laker. Gill can't get a touch on it either, so it's all up to Instinct.
Oh, good win.
Really keep it alive. Double commit comes out there for UBC. Boise State can't get a nice enough clear to punish it.
Instinct had to win that one, and he did. That was so important because if he didn't win that, it was through on goal, and that was nail in coffin.
5-1 feels impossible. 4-1 feels like you have a chance if you can get a goal probably before the 40-second mark, then maybe get something crazy on a kickoff. And as we tick under 60 seconds, we get a demo off screen onto Ski, but Boise State doesn't even have possession of the ball. Finally, Lions ricochets it down, popped up in the air by Harry Laker. Gill and Instinct both over there. They both kind of just miss on it. Pass over to Lion. Frodo, that man has been spectacular. His third save of the game, and UBC feeling more and more confident that this is going to go their way.
Yeah, Frodo probably has been the player of the game right now on that field. He's looked really good. Boise State just can't quite find a way to counter him, but I think as this team plays together more, I think that that's the type of thing that they'll be able to get over. Good goal from Lions there.
Fantastic job by Boise State to give them a small chance, and great play by everybody. Lions gets a touch on it, then Instinct, sort of a give and go there. Our timer is a bit fast, so we think we still have about 26, 27 seconds. Not all is lost, but Boise State needs a huge kickoff here.
Hey, that's a big win. They've got a shot.
Turned away. Now Lions, this could be huge. That clear feels like the proverbial dagger, though. Unless Boise State goes coast to coast here in 5 seconds.
Tell you what, you kept talking about Boise State trying to get something off that kickoff, and they dang near did. That was a great win. I would like to see that a little bit earlier from them.
UBC, just Frodo in particular, as you said. You see the medals racking up on screen. Game will end when the ball touches the ground. There's no two-point shots. There's nothing Boise State can do. Frodo just felt defensively in command, on kickoffs in command, set up his teammates phenomenally as well. But again, activation week. This is all about Boise State figuring out what they need to work on. Also, you know, it is sort of that added benefit of making sure everybody's sort of in the right division, because you don't want to ever just go into a season you don't line up with the teams. Either you're too skilled or you're not skilled enough, and you're just like, this isn't fun for me. We're not learning anything. So, again, an L, it's not the worst thing in the world, Riley. We want to see a W, especially after game one, but I think there's definitely some learning opportunities here from Boise State.
Oh, yeah, for sure. This is a team that's going to be able to go forward. There's a lot of talent on this roster. I have no doubt that this Boise State team will be able to go forward and do some really good things this season.
Well, this is not all we have. As I said, 3 games today, and I believe all of them are north of the border. This one might fall into the Riley trap here because it is against Ottawa, but not Riley's Ottawa. It is actually against the team north of the border in Ottawa, Canada, the school maybe Riley thought he was applying to. I don't know about that. But we'll take a quick break. Boise State, can they regroup after that loss? I feel like they can. We'll be back with Boise State versus the University of Ottawa, Canada after this short break.
Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your Guard adventure.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Welcome back into the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena here with the NECC Activation Week for Boise State. It's all of them just take a loss to UBC, but that's okay. Again, Activation Week, this is all about warming up for the season, making sure teams get placed in the right bracket and the right division going forward for the NECC season that kicks off next week. So it's all good and dandy for Boise State. I guess the best you could be after a loss. Fish and a baller, Riley, a baller boy, joining us, of course. So I'm glad to have Riley back. We already kind of went over your Ottawa mishap, my Ottawa mishap. I think a lot of people, when we heard Riley's going to Ottawa, thought you would be here for the school we're going to see next, which is the University of Ottawa up in Kansas, not the one, or not in Kansas, the one up in Canada. Even I'm confusing myself. So we saw some good things for Boise State, game one especially. And we talked about it in the break. A lot of it's got to start with Gill or whoever, because the rotations will change.
Right.
Somebody's always got to make sure they're back for a huge clear, because there was too many open goals for Boise State in that overall series against UBC.
Yeah, Boise State's got to do a better job of just getting back and defending their own goal right now. Everything is about attack, attack, attack for this Broncos team, which is not a bad way to do things, but you have to remember that you can be attacked as well. You know, it's not just about you going forward, but it's about them coming at you as well. So for Boise State right now, if they can just keep that rotation, you know, 2 up, 1 back, 2 up, 1 back, they're going to be fine because they can score the goals.
Yep.
They just need to find a way to defend.
Yeah, and I think Boise State did a really good job at the end of that UBC series of offensively just simplifying things. Yeah. At the start, especially game one was great. Game two, it felt like, all right, let's try a pass off the wall and then a recenter and then a pass back. Boise State eventually realized off the wall, center, 1 shot. Off the wall, center, 1 shot. And I think that really worked against UBC. They had a lot of opportunities as opposed to sometimes, I think it's a trap a lot of Boise State teams have fallen into. It's my one main criticism of the Rocket League team. Sometimes we get too creative. We're like, oh, if we go off the wall, back pass, around the back, you know, it just gets too complicated. So just center it to somebody in rotation and hope they blast it in.
And Boise State does a really good job of keeping someone through the middle all the time.
Yep.
And I will say, even when they are defending, when they have someone so far pushed up, they're in the middle looking for that big ball through the middle that they can really go up and get a hit on, which, you know, again, we talked about pros and cons, but Boise State always has someone in the middle looking to attack that ball.
Yep.
So I think that, like you said, 1 shot through, or 1 clearance, down to the side, into the middle, shot on goal. That's the formula for Boise State.
I'd also like to see, I mean, in Rocket League's that one game where you don't want to say, hey, let's see solo play. Sometimes solo play is not a bad thing. Just kind of air dribble at the length of the field, see if you can get something in. We're going to hop right into it here for Boise State. Does look like it's actually be Boise State and St. Clair. It's actually, never mind, it is Ottawa. The scoreboard's wrong. I apologize. It's Boise State here in the blue this time. See if that'll help them out. And hey, we talked about Gill defensively. How about his first goal of the night?
They're all blue this weekend on the football field. You put them in the blue in the Rocket League game as well, and what do you know? They look good. Boise State starting this off so strong.
Fantastic job against St. Clair, one of the stronger Rocket League teams in the country. Claude Hecky and Jay Chan on that part of that roster. As Gill's now going to carry it the length of the field. Great job off the wall. Looking for the waterfall down, but Jay Chan stops that one. Instinct looking for a pass to Lyons. Gets tied up with Hexy. And now it's up to Claude to dribble it all the way down the field. Take a shot. Gill's going to get a fantastic save. Huge demo on a Jay Chan, kind of stops that offensive momentum as well.
Boise State now with a chance to get real aggressive. For a second, they had a demo and they had a one-person in goal with 2 people forward, but no such luck. But there you go, Boise State getting back. It's so important for them to get back, and it's already showing.
Ooh, Gill looking for a center to Instinct. Hexy barely able to get that one. Jay Chan looking for the pass down. Oh, plays it off the spoiler. Creative little play there for Ottawa. They even forced Gill out of the air. He actually just ended up on the ball. Now it's an open net for Boise State. Instinct just needs to center it to somebody. But Jay Chan gets back in time. Instinct, though, does keep the play alive before Hexkey able to get it cleared down to Claude.
Yeah, that was so unfortunate. Just for a half second, Boise State had a chance. And look at that. Clearing at angles. It's almost like they heard our conversation there in between games, Fish. They're starting to do the things that they need to do to win these games. Someone's back. It's getting cleared at angles. Boise State starting to look really good.
Claude has a free shot on net. Turned away, though, by Lions. Instinct barely sinks that one around Jay Chan. And Boise State's been in total control offensively until Lions with a huge whiff on the ball. It's going to allow Hexy to get a pass over to Jay Chan, but they actually ended up retreating. So a bit of miscommunication from Ottawa as a shot goes up. Double commit comes out, but Instinct too far forward to make a play on the rebound.
And now you got a chance to center this. You got to win that first one, and that second one, yeah, that's what happens. You don't get that first one on the wall. Ottawa's going to be able to hop right back in it and just clear it away. Boise State now got to find a way to get some more pressure on this goal from Ottawa.
Ball cleared across the field. Lions can't get there in time. Ooh, Hexy going down there. A little bit cherry picking, and that's going to pay off with the pass to Jay Chan.
Yeah, Ottawa now doing the Boise State, getting everybody forward, but unfortunately for Boise State, it just worked out really well, and that was a fantastic pass, and Jay Chan just in the right spot to tuck it away.
Yeah, great vision by Jay Chan. Sees Hexkey all the way down there, right in front of that Bronco net. Nice little give-and-go touch, as you said.
Hey, Boise State contesting a kickoff there. We like to see that.
Hey, winning the kickoff. That's even better as Claude makes a save. Lions going to elevate. Ooh, I think he kind of hesitated in air. Never want to have that happen. Gill, though, pass over to Instinct, who gets Boise State right back in the lead.
I mean, that's just textbook Rocket League, though. I mean, really it is. You get up, you get aerial on that wall, you knock it right down into the middle, and someone's right there. Just kind of knock it right to that back post. Boise State, that was really good.
Like you said, though, that all started for Boise State contesting and winning a kickoff. It's crazy what'll happen when you do that. As I say that, of course, Jay Chan wins with ease.
Yeah, but again, that pressure on that goal is so critical. Boise State has to keep forcing those kickoff wins. Obviously, don't overcommit to it, but you got to win those.
Ooh, Hexkey with a great carry. Just didn't get the second touch in midair. Claude's shot also going to go wide. We get a demo off screen, but it's not enough to relieve the pressure. Hexkey has been phenomenal on that Boise State side of the ball. J-Tan pass over to Hexkey, but a huge save by Instinct. Now it's Boise State's turn to kind of take a brunt of pressure before Instinct gets to clear down.
And if you're Boise State, you have to know where J-Chan is. He has been such a creator for this Ottawa team all over the place. He's doing a great job of having the vision to see when people are pushed up. And I think he gets the assist there to Hetsky.
J-Chan. Maybe he got
Nope.
He was the one who got the clear down, though. He was the one who took the ball down the end. Then Claude gets a touch on it over to Hexkey. It feels like almost we're watching Boise State, though, because Ottawa is on the same kind of everyone's forward, but as you said, it's just kind of working out for them, which is almost like the frustrating part.
I think they're just getting the timings that Boise State just didn't get, and sometimes that just happens. You know, it's not necessarily it's not a skill thing. It's just unfortunate for Boise State where Ottawa just gets timings that Boise State just doesn't seem to get right now.
Instinct does get a great little clear. Claude going to center it down, but Instinct should be able to punish.
Oh.
Jay-Chan was there. Ball just didn't have enough momentum on it, unfortunately. Two people do get tied up for Ottawa. That is a very bad double commit, but the Broncos cannot punish it. Claude wanted to try and get a touch on that one, but Hexkey, who spent so much time on the blue end, gets that ball into the corner. Instinct pops it up. Nobody's there, though.
Boise State's got to get back now, and they do have two and all three back. Good on Boise State, really not being afraid to get back and defend, and all of a sudden, look at this situation there. Oh, but that's a good bump coming out of Ottawa.
1 minute left. Instinct. Oh, great contest there by Claude. He wanted that pass down to Lions. Wasn't quite able to find it as Hexkey trying to roll that ball out of the orange side. Gets a pass over to J-Chain, who plays it perfectly off the wall, but Instinct not having any of that. Claude, though, will challenge on it. Lions clear towards midfield. Here comes Gill. Gets that ball centered up for somebody, and it's Lions, but J-Chan makes a great shot.
Ottawa right now, that's twice They've had to make big saves to keep themselves in this game. Boise State starting to get really good shots on goal right now. The centers look to be there. They're doing exactly what you asked them to do, Fish. And there you go, a good contest from Gill is going to keep this ball in the orange half. Boise State has a good chance, just not quite able to get on the end of it.
Gill going to put it down right in front of his own net. Great play over Claude. 10 seconds left. Final possession for Boise State. You'd have to think in regulation. Gill pops it up in the air. Here comes Lions racing in. It waterfalls down. J-Chan keeps it alive, bails, and just resets for overtime.
Wow, that got really intense there for a half second. Boise State had that possession. I thought they were going to score. And this is what led to a Boise State goal earlier. That ball getting off to the side and Boise State contesting kickoffs.
Lions going to pop it up in the air. Dangerous, but instinct is there in front of his own net. Claude steals it out of Boise State's grass. Gill pops it up in the air. Great retreat by Lions. As Riley said, 2 up, 1 back. And here in the first 20 seconds of overtime, Boise State seems to be living by that mantra. As Gill goes flying past the ball. Instinct can't quite dunk it around Claude. And here is Haskell. Centers it up right in front of the net, but Gill with a great read just clears it away.
Boise State had to be alert. That ball was coming right through the middle, and Hetzke's going to have a chance to try and do something with it. Great individual dribbling, and Instinct with a huge save there for Boise State.
Instinct clears it down. For Boise State really pressuring as Hetzke's just going to pop it up in the air, use all of that boost. Wants it to waterfall down, just barely misses the double tap. Nobody's home for Boise State.
Oh, and it's off the post.
The post, the crossbar.
Wait, and this ball's going right towards goal as well. Oh my goodness. Heart attack stuff.
Crossbar, sometimes your best friend or your worst enemy, and so far Boise State's thanking its lucky stars. As Instinct should have a great chance here to maybe pop this one up in the air. Oh, huge pass over to Gill. Just barely misses. Lions get saved. Claude and J-Chan come in clutch.
And that ball's just going to come right off that wall and give somebody a chance to center. Right now, Ottawa's the one that's taking advantage of it. Boise State got to get back. Ottawa's going to have a chance to clear, but that's Lions. Big time from Lions.
Gill, great back pass to Instinct. They want the give and go. It's right in front of the net. Instinct went for the demo. Couldn't quite find it. Claude's going to clear it down, let it bounce. And Gill's going to stop it up, but it's actually centers it for Ottawa. Dangerous spot to be. Oh! Another double commit for Boise State, unfortunately.
And that's so tough. I can't even be upset about that because it's like right now, everyone's just right there on the edge of their seat, almost scoring. If you're Boise State, what do? You're almost there. You got to keep pushing.
Yeah, it was just everybody went for that ball, but in overtime, you know, it means more because of the fact that you can't let a ball go in. As you said, you really cannot be mad about how Boise State played that one overall. A great game. Feels like both these teams kind of have that same all-go style, and for the most part, I think Boise State did a good job of sort of that 2 up, 1 back mantra that we talked about. Just unfortunately, when Ottawa wanted to get aggressive, they pushed 3, and they just were in the right spot at the right time.
Yeah, the timings just didn't quite fall for Boise State there, but they looked so much better in that game. I mean, comparatively to what we saw from that last game against Okanagan, they centered the ball well. They got lots of shots on target, and I think going forward in this best-of-5 Boise State now in a really good situation. Even though they didn't win that first game, they looked really dangerous.
Yeah, they looked a lot better than they did in those UBC games for the most part. Feels like that sort of break in between series was able to kind of let them reset as we kick off game 2 here. And J-Chan immediately takes a great shot. Great follow-up as well.
Yeah, J-Chan, again, being so important for this team right now. Ottawa really relying on him to be a big-time provider.
Again, though, where does it start? The kickoff. Everything was good for Boise State last game. Kickoffs are still one where we're winning them. Wow. That was a great job by Gill at the fake-out. I thought he had lost that for sure. We're winning them more consistently, Riley. We're just still a couple of them. As soon as they go south in a hurry.
Well, and they want to do those fake-outs, which is so good because it can create great opportunities like Boise State has right here, but if it doesn't come off, and honestly, a lot of the time it doesn't, that's just a really bad situation to be in.
See that ball hanging around near midfield. Lion, great back pass, but Hexie able to stop a center attempt. Instinct, a double tap, kind of slowed the ball's momentum. Loses the touch on the ball as well.
Get back, Boise State, get back.
It's like Instinct's retreating. Oh, Gill's got a wide open net, but J-Chan recovered in time. J-Chan will just dribble it up the length of the field, recentered, bumps him out of the way as well, lands on Instinct's hood. Gill, though, able to make a hero play.
Chaos there in the middle of the field, and that's scary. You never know when someone's going to get a tap right towards your goal. So Boise State getting a little bit lucky there that Ottawa didn't score.
Claude, great touch. Gill should be able to corral this one. 3 members of Ottawa back on defense. Claw taken out of the play, but J-Chan's right there. Here's Instinct's turn. Looking for a double tap off the wall. Can't quite find it. Nobody for Boise State close to the rotation to be able to get a second touch.
And it's so scary. Boise State was really committed forward with not a lot of boost there. Wow, I shouldn't even talk. I shouldn't even talk.
Well, hey, you cast or cursed a goal for Boise State. I'll take that. It's an insane solo play from Instinct around 2. And I will say, Boise State's had their share of double commits. So is Ottawa, and that's why that ball went in the back of the net. Maybe you can look to punish those if you're Boise State, because defensively Ottawa seems panicked this time, but J-Chan with a great kickoff win. Oh, Instinct bumps Gill out of the way, but at least Gill saved it.
Yeah, Boise State, they're not panicking at the moment. They're trying to get opportunities to get this ball in the center. Wow, what a center from Instinct and Lions. What a play there from Boise State.
Look at Ottawa. 3 members all on top of each other. A great play, as you said, from Lions to Instinct. Sometimes you don't have to win the kickoff.
No, and that was an absolute missile into that near post as well. I mean, he hit that thing hard.
Ooh, nice cheat by J-Chan. Nearly gets a goal, but Gil recovers from getting boost. Stops the second attempt from Hexy as well. Claude now 3rd attempt. Lions the great save.
Lions just tapped that around the post. That thing was flying into the top corner if Lions didn't make that save.
Oh, Gil sets up Lions. I just don't think he can get there in time. He is actually going to get demoed from behind. Now it's Instinct's turn. Kind of overdrives the ball, though, so it pops right up in the air. Claude for the follow-up. Lions, great dunk right over him. Huge demo from J-Chan, but that should allow Boise State to still at least get that ball out of their half with some creative clearing.
Yeah, they get that on an angle, and it pops right across through the middle of the field and onto the other side. Boise State now got to just keep this ball out of their own half. That can be so scary. Good decision from Gill, though. You saw he thought about committing, and then he said, nope, I'm going to drop back. I'm going to play this in goal and throw him off.
Oh, Instinct, great play around everybody but Hexky. Now going to dunk it around Hexky, trying to get the ball over to Gill, who sneaks it around J-Chan, but Boise State just never could find a good center. And Hexy will not even get a clear off. Great demo. Miss on the ball by Claude. J-Chan's right there. So solid defensively for Ottawa.
That almost was a huge demo there for Boise State because that ball was bouncing around towards Ottawa's end. They had a really good chance for about 2 seconds there. They just couldn't take advantage of it.
Gill right at that truss of the ceiling, able to get it down. Demo off screen onto Instinct. Boise State's just going to have to retreat. That's exactly what Lions will do. He'll just clear it out of the way of danger.
Now Boise State, time to regroup. You can't be clearing the ball through the center, though. That's tough. That's where those creative clearances have to come through if you're Boise State.
Yeah, great follow there by J-Chan, and yeah, as you said, fortunately, I think Hexy beat him to the ball as well. The demo started all that, though, because Instinct was out of the play. He couldn't get a clear until he respawned.
And he almost did. He got a touch on that ball. And then Gill almost got it away as well.
Oh, Instinct almost had a kind of a great random shot on net. Gill's going to put the pressure on. Still plenty of time for Boise State. Oh, Lions just missing below J-Chan on what could have been a great shot. Hexy's going to clear it down. Instinct will roam to the center. Gill off the wall. Bit of an awkward tee off there, but Boise State can't even get it over to the blue side. As Claude with a great clear. Now Hexy in a great spot. Oh, Instinct. Huge save.
Big time from Instinct there. I mean, big time save. He was in the right spot. There's too many opportunities for Instinct punts here, but really that was an Instinct save.
Right near midfield. There he is again. Pass over to Lions. It's a great play. Instinct even corrals it. Turns what looked like a great Ottawa possession into a Boise State chance as Instinct off the side panel gets a great shot. Hexy there for the save. And a great dunk over by Boise State's going to keep the pressure on.
That would have been an unbelievable team goal there if that would have went in. The touches from Lions, Instinct getting balls into the center, Gill almost getting a chance to just throw that down on net. That would have been great from Boise State.
40 seconds here. Hexky gets the ball dunked over them by Lions. J-Chan waiting in the corner. Gill wants to corral it at midfield, enough to kind of redirect it. But it's still on that blue side, which is not where you want it to be in a tied game. Lions pass over to Instinct. Oh, huge communication breakdown for Boise State.
If you're going to center it, you got to know someone's back in your goal, and you can't center it that far backwards. That's just unfortunate there. Lions trying to get that ball to Gill to make a shot, and I think they just kind of got lost a little bit on the field.
Yeah, Gill was pushing up. I think you're totally right. Just Boise State, you've got to know, especially if you center it backwards. It's off the kickoff. Instinct.
Oh, big demo.
Gets the ball going his direction. Can he get one more touch on it through the respawn? Gill, ball barely over his head. He just gets blasted back. Now he's got a chance. Demo on to Claude off screen, but Boise State needs ball, not demos. 5 seconds left. Instinct's got to make something happen. Great denial by Claude.
Got to get this in the air, dribbled down there now with this timer running down. Gill's going to just tap it, but not enough from Boise State there.
And once again, Boise State plays a great game, but it all just comes falling apart. This time, once again, just the communication. Again, this is a great example of why we play activation week, because this is exactly what Boise State wants to fix. But unfortunately, like you said, you cannot back pass in front of your net unless you know somebody's there.
Yeah, Boise State, just with those little communication errors here and there, it's so close to being really good for them. They have these moments of just absolute brilliance from this team, and it's just those little things that they need to gel just a little bit more. And you have to imagine that as activation week closes here, Boise State's going to have a chance to really go on and push, but they have to find those little things, and it's going to be all about watching this VOD back, I think.
Well, Boise State's got maybe 3 more chances, at least 1 more chance for sure. If they lose this, though, it will be a University of Ottawa sweep. So that is something Boise State is hoping to avoid. As Game 3 kicks off, Claude with a great kickoff win, but there's that second touch by Gill. If you can't win the kickoff, the second touch is almost as important. But Jay Chan stops anything from happening, and now with the centering pass, Lions, though, will deny it.
Boise State, I mean, they're giving me a heart attack every time all 3 go forward. I know it's even just off the kickoff, but everyone was forward. And it's taken a big save out of Instinct there to keep that ball out of the net.
Ottawa looking for a center from Jay Chan to somebody. There's Claude, barely misses. Hexke's shot turned away, and Jay Chan just retreats perfectly to make sure nothing happens. Does get demoed, which is opening up a spot for Lions. Off the back wall, rebound. Instinct just couldn't get there.
Claude had to be right there because Instinct was going to absolutely thrash that thing home. It was so close there as well.
Gill with a nice aerial dribble, centers it up, but fortunately for Boise State, the rotations have been just a bit behind. As Lions ends up putting it right in Hexie's lap, and he's just going to dribble it in.
Yeah, again, Boise State, just another little mistake right there that's just hurting them. They're so close to being so good. They had an opportunity at one end, and then Gill just goes right over the ball from Hexie there. Great play from him.
That was a fantastic job. So hard to be that man on the island. Committed to the high shot. Hexie just keeps it low the whole time. As Gill's good touch off the kickoff, but Claude's second hit is the one that puts the ball on the familiar spot it's been all series, which is that blue side. Finally, Instinct can carry it up, immediately turned away by Hexie. Lions can't quite find much of it either as Claude is there, and now we're back to that thing we talked about in the UBC series as Hexie just flips it on net.
Lions.
Got to clear this ball at angles because right now Ottawa is just patrolling that midfield stripe.
Yeah, they look like what Boise State wants to do right now. Boise State wants to be that same way, but Ottawa's just doing it just a touch better here. And that ball's going to go right out to the center, and that's a good opportunity from Ottawa. Just put it away.
Yeah, Boise State just... Gill gets taken out of the play early. Great touch by Hexie. And again, we talked about this. Ottawa, when they're all go, they're always in the right spot. There's never that moment where Boise State makes a save. That could have been a huge goal. They just don't allow that to happen. And 2-0 lead here. Plenty of time left in Game 3, but this series definitely trending in the wrong direction.
Yeah, Boise State's got to find a way to figure this out here. They want to force this game forward, and if they're going to do that, they're going to have to start winning some big aerial battles, and they're going to have to start getting their rotations perfectly right now. And hopefully this is the start of that as they get forward and trying to get a nice center in there. And they nearly do. Oh, what a shot.
Oh, Jay Chan. Spectacular for Ottawa. As Lions puts it right in front of the net, but no one is there. Gill's going to try the same thing. Oh, center over to Instinct. Just didn't get the touch on it. Actually, maybe wanted that pass to Gill, but then over to Lions. The ball's too far behind him, and that's one of those creative passing plays that Boise State might have been better, just center and shot as opposed to everybody getting a hand on it.
Yeah, and you saw what Ottawa was looking to set up there. That ball was in the corner, and someone peeled off right to the middle, but a big bump both on the ball and on the player from Boise State just really saved that a goal. And then a big shot, and Lions scores.
Boise State showing they can still get it done here. Great pass over from Gill. Lions just lets Hexie whiff on it. Sometimes the easiest things just make your opponent miss, and what a shot.
That was a really good shot from Lions.
Right in the middle of the net. Ottawa can't do anything about it. And as we enter the second half of Game 3, Boise State shows a sign of life. Is off the kickoff. Gill has to retreat to corral it. And we come back to real time, and Jay Chan has put Ottawa in front. I think they clearly used the time stone there, so I think that is illegal. It's violation, I think, every rule in the book.
Yeah, that was some Thanos level activity. I don't know what to do about that. Unfortunate though.
Let's see if Boise State, they still play at time. 30 seconds a goal is something that we've talked about the teams a lot is what they expect. But oh, Hexy. 4-1 just would have felt bad. Luckily, Boise State able to hold on. Lions kind of went for the dummy there. Ended up getting credit for a shot, but Clair with a nice easy save. Lions will get demoed. And now Instinct has to look to clear this one in the corner. Just kind of waiting for it so long. Claude just takes possession.
And I don't think 4-1 would have been deserved there from Ottawa. I think Boise State's played really well this game. Again, it's just been really unlucky by a couple of things, but they've had a lot more shots. They've looked a lot more balanced as a team, and look at that goal there from Lions. Instinct being a big-time player for Boise State right now.
Look at Instinct. We talked about cherry picking earlier for Hexy. Instinct is already there, centers it up for Lions, and that's what happens. We talked about it. Ottawa will push forward, and there are times for you to capitalize. Boise State needs a huge kickoff win here to at least deny a goal. Instinct, great cheat. And Lions as well is going to get that ball onto the orange side. But Jay Chan's right there. Instinct, though, will deny it, but the ball's still going to roll all the way back to the blue side.
Yeah, and there's Gil getting a nice touch to kind of kill that ball so it doesn't just go right through the middle. He has an eye for those kind of things. It's just all about just kind of doing it at the same time as your teammates. But Boise State is so far forward. Wait, I don't even know how Gil got up to that.
Another look at it. I think he just kind of, he just drives uncontested. Nobody saw Gil.
I didn't see Gil either. I thought that ball was going to be cleared right down towards the Boise State goal, but Gil, different plans.
And you mentioned this when we were talking about maybe being 4-1. It's a great cheat off the kickoff by Claude, puts it on the blue side. This has been a great series for Boise State. Even if they get 3-0'd, every game has been by one goal, including game one going to overtime, and we're at least trending in that direction at the moment. It's Claude makes a great play over Gil. Instinct, centers it up, but Hexy was there. Gotta watch out. Jay Chan takes a great shot, but Gil, back in time, makes a huge save before he gets demoed.
Gil's starting to grow into that role of the guy that's going to make a big save, and he's starting to make a couple of them now, and all of a sudden, that is seeming to be the way Boise State wants to play, and I like that. Lions and Instinct forward, Gil making big saves in the back. That would be dangerous for Boise State. This team would have a lot of really good positioning talent.
Jay Chan gonna get that ball around Gil. Look for it to roll down. Hexy, demo on to Instinct. 30 seconds left. Do not want to see a Boise State defensive mistake now as Jay Chan goes up for it. Gonna play it off the back wall to himself. Gil makes a fantastic save. Now Lions can start the attack. Great clear off the wall. Hexy, though, going to stop that in its tracks.
Oh, and that's going to be a big bump from Claude there as well, trying to get that ball lined right up to the middle. Boise State now don't want to get too exposed. Gil with another big save.
Final chance here in regulation. Jay Chan in the corner. Can't quite clear it. Claude, immediately the ball touches the ground. I thought maybe Jay Chan could get there, and we'll reset for overtime.
And that would have been a scary one because I'm afraid that would have bumped over someone's head, and this ball's going to go right through the middle. Oh, you hate to see that chaos off the kickoff. Now the aerial dribbles from Instinct.
Ottawa's done a great job having that second player cheat up on the kickoff, creating opportunities like that. But speaking of opportunities, Boise State's got a great one. And Gil's going to win it overtime. We got ourselves a game 4.
And Gil just coming again, playing that defensive role and waiting, and then coming all the way from inside his own half to just boost up. Great vision from Gil to tap that ball in. Boise State finally gets one on the board.
Series has been incredibly close. Would not shock me if Boise State is able to maybe force us to a game 5. Because, again, everything has been by one goal. We've had 2 games go to overtime now. Boise State finally coming out on top in game 3. And it feels like Boise State kind of has the game plan. The series is going to be a little bit closer than we want it to be. But if they can start just shutting down the Ottawa kickoffs, which Ottawa has done a great job of being creative on the kickoff, cheating some players up, waiting for Boise State's dummy on the kickoff. If Boise State can win kickoffs, I say 60% of the time, I feel like their success in this series is going to go through the roof because a lot of Ottawa's goals are scored off the kickoff.
Even if they don't win those kickoffs, even if they just get a touch on the kickoff, because so many of the times when Boise State makes a mistake on the kickoff, it's when they go for a dummy or they go for a second touch and it just doesn't work. They just need to get touches on this, slow that attack down from Ottawa, and don't let them just get on the front foot so early like they just about did right there.
Well, they might still as Jay Chan comes flying in. And again, We were just talking about it. It's game 4 goes live. A kickoff leads to a 10-second goal for Ottawa.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate from Boise State there. You thought for a second maybe they would be able to defend that kickoff. They got the clear, but Jay-Chan coming from the back and just scoring right all over Boise State.
Instinct, great job off the kickoff himself. Going to bail out for Gill, but Jay-Chan is right there. Phenomenal play from him. He will get demoed. His Lions and Instinct end up colliding into each other, so Jay-Chan just gets a fresh respawn and the ball. You see a great interference run there by Ottawa, and Jay-Chan capitalized on a Boise State mistake perfectly. This is a great play. Who is that by? Is that by Hexy, just taking Gill out of the play?
Yeah, that was just a really good play from those two. Everyone's going to see that, and if you're not looking for Hexy making that play, you're going to think, wow, look at Jay-Chan with a great dribble, and it was a great dribble, but yeah, Hexy made the bump there that got everyone out. Boise State needs to find a way to respond quickly.
Ooh, Claude with a great clear. Gill, though, makes sure he doesn't hit it on his own net. Instinct clears it out to Gill, pops it up in the air for Lions, but Jay-Chan just reads that so perfectly. Gill with a great contest around him, though. Claude pops it up in the air, going to waterfall down. And Hexy's got a goal in Ottawa. We're not even 50 seconds in the game, and they've got a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, Boise State got to find a way to counter right now. You are on match point still. You can't be giving up these kind of goals where everything's right through the middle right now. Boise State got to find a way to turn this around.
Game 3 was 3-1 at one point. Boise State managed to turn it around, but you don't want to make a habit of having to come from behind. Still a lot of time left in game 4, though, as Gill's shot be turned away by Jay-Chan. Instinct barely sneaks that one around. Hexy waiting on the wall for his opportunity, but ball just too slow, and Jay-Chan with another save. His 3rd of the match already.
What a great little tap to the back post, though. I mean, that was just great vision from Boise State, and it just didn't come off, and Gill's got to get back right now because, again, a triple commit forward, and oh, no. That is really unfortunate for Gill getting demoed like that.
This is a great play here by Jay-Chan. He realizes Gill overcommits, goes for the demo. He knows Claude's behind him.
That's really unfortunate for Boise State. I mean, that is truly unfortunate.
Jay-Chan that was some insane awareness. Another kickoff gone wrong, but Lions, again, gets the second touch before Hexy steals it away. Instinct now looking to make a play as Claude going to send it up in front of the net. Scary spot to be. Jay-Chan looking for another touch, but Lions will steal it away from him.
That would have been absolutely ridiculous from Jay-Chan. If he could have found a way to turn that one on goal, that would have been nutty from him. Boise State now trying to get something forward, but look at that. 3 committed again. Boise State's got to get back, and I think they're going to be able to.
Instinct, nice pass over to Gill. Boise State not in dire straits yet, as we still have over 3 on the clock, as Jay-Chan and Claude looking for one more.
Yeah, that might now be time to that dire straits for Boise State. 30 seconds of goal still gives them the chance to win this game, but they've got to execute on that clock if they want to get a chance to stay in this game here.
Just an unfortunate aerial miss there for Boise State. As we said, yeah, you do the math, 30 seconds of goal, easily winnable. Even at least comebackable for Boise State maybe for this overtime, but as you said, Riley, they've got to be executing better, and Gill nearly puts one in. Would have been a great way to stop this Ottawa 5-goal run, but instead a fantastic save.
Well, if you're Boise State right now, everyone's going to be thinking, oh, we're down 5 goals, got to find a way to get these all back quickly, but take this goal by goal. Just make good plays, make the smart play every single time. You're going to get those goals, and you'll give yourself a chance to get back in it. And all of a sudden, Boise State with a nice center nearly goes in.
Fortunately, Hexy's going to turn it around. I mean, you have to give all the credit to Ottawa. They have been playing phenomenal in this game. I mean, this whole series was close until now.
Yeah, I don't really know. I think Boise State tried to just go out and ride some momentum and get a big win, and they started triple challing and double challing, and that doesn't work. But hey, 1 goal at a time. There's Gill finding the first one back.
Yeah, and there's that dummy on that kickoff. He ends up going for the slide. He gets a great touch around Jay-Chan. Allows for Boise State to eventually get a goal. Need a few more of those, but we can see now what they're going for on the kickoff, even though, as we mentioned a lot, it hasn't quite worked all that time.
They still got a little bit of time here, and now Boise State in a bad situation already. Again, the ball in their own half. Gill's got to get this thing clear. He's not going to, but Boise State just finding a way to get this out to the edge for a second or two.
Oh, Gill just misses on it. That's a hat trick for Jay Chan.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That ball just comes right off the wall from Jay Chan's own pass to himself, and he just gets up and is aggressive and taps it in.
Again, though, this is the whole point of Activation Week. I think there's a lot Boise State can learn from this game. I think even though it worked once for their lone goal of this game, as Gill has another great attempt before Claude kind of stops everything in his tracks, kickoffs to me feel like the important thing for Boise State, because I feel like a lot of these goals have been set up by kickoffs gone wrong.
Yeah, Boise State's going to have to spend some time practicing that, getting real aggressive on those kickoffs and finding ways to just win the ball, get it out to the side even if you have to, but not just letting teams destroy you on those kickoffs and get that early possession.
Oh, great demo there by Instinct, but unfortunately, he went for the demo and not the ball, and we'll see it again here. That's going to allow Claude
all the time in the world.
It wasn't even the fact it wasn't a bad demo. It's just the demo stopped him. And unfortunately, when you lose that momentum in Rocket League, you do not accelerate from 0 to 100 all that quick unless you have boost.
Hey, Boise State, big kickoff win there. Getting the ball down into the corner, trying to center it, just didn't quite come off. And once again, Boise State super committed, as you have to be now. And Ottawa just more pressure on this Boise State goal.
Gill's going to get a big clear. Set something up maybe for Boise State to get a couple of feel-good moments here in the last 70 seconds. And meanwhile, Haskell just flipping around. Jay Chan doing his best skiing approach with a nice 920 there. Can't quite score it, though.
Now, there you go. Boise State with a chance to get a shot on goal and score there. That's Lions. Ottawa committed everyone forward. Boise State just doing the right thing, scoring a goal.
Great job here by Gill. Forces Jay Chan to make a bad play. You can see the potential for this lineup for Boise State.
Oh, it's there. This team has talent. They just got to gel together.
Yep. Kickoffs, rotations feel like the two big things so far for them. Is Instinct gets a great little win. They do get a demo on the Lions off screen.
Oh, and they wanted to get that center, but unfortunately the touch just popped the ball up in the air instead of going in the middle. That's unfortunate for Boise State.
Oh, Gill was so close for Boise State to at least get their third goal. Instinct might have a chance. Oh, Lions backed off. Hexy going to be able to get back there in time. Boise State with a ton of attempts on goal. As Lion goes forward, though, and we tick under 30 seconds, they're going to have to try and reset a little bit.
Yeah, for Boise State now, just try and find 1 or 2 goals. Find something that works for you against this team, Find a way to get something positive from this game. A couple of goals is never a bad thing. Nice center there. Lions just trying to do some really good stuff. That's a really good team goal from Boise State.
Yeah, that is fantastic, as you mentioned. A great job by everybody involved. Lions over to Gill. His shot goes wide. Claude's got to pick. Do I go ball or do I go Instinct? And Instinct finishes it up.
Oh, that wasn't a shot. Now, Fish, we're going to say that was a total pass right to the back
You know what? I agree with you.
So it was perfect.
It was a great play by Boise State. And I mean, honestly, the one thing you have to say, great job just sticking through this game for Boise State.
Yeah, a couple of goals there at the end to kind of give yourself some mental boosts going into this next series and take some things to learn from,
Fantastic job by Ottawa, though. They pick up the 3-0 victory. Maybe you should apply there, Riley. They're apparently very talented at Rocket League.
I mean, I don't want to brag, but the Ottawa that I'm at's got some other esports that are pretty good. So I'm happy with where I'm at right now.
You've been telling me about that. I cannot wait to play you guys, but it is the University of Ottawa up in Canada. Picks up the win, but as you said, some great building blocks for Boise State's final series of the night here in the NECC. Again, though, this is all Activation Week, so this is, a great time to learn, a great time to figure things out. And again, that final game, if you just tune in, you see the final game, you see the 3-1 score, you think that series was a blowout. That was not the case. Everything up until that game 4 was a 1-goal game for either Boise State or Ottawa to be victorious. So I thought the Broncos played really well in that series, just could not quite get it done. But as I said, we've got one more series left here, so we will. Before we go to a break, though, I do want to remind you about the great folks over at Esports Tower. You can score pro advice at esportstower.com. Improve your game sense, improve your team play, improve your performance under pressure. You get matched with great players and professional coaches to help you rank up. It is a fantastic high school series. I know you were in on a bunch of that as well, Riley. It's a ton of fun, and hey, you might never know when one of those players is coming to either Ottawa or Boise State. I think one of the Esports Tower kids is actually here for Boise State, and I think Overwatch. So Great fun. Mondays and Wednesdays from 4 to 6 Mountain Time. It is always a great place to come check out. But we've got more Rocket League. One more NECC activation. Can Boise State end it with a win? They're taking on St. Clair. Don't go anywhere. See if Boise State can end on a W in NECC. Then we've got Gridiron Rivals. Don't miss it. Coming up next.
Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full time.
While I work full time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Welcome back into the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. Boise State trying to get a final win here in the NECC Activation Week. As we said, it's basically the equivalent of the preseason, but there are some stakes, if you will, in the fact that this, honestly, good stakes, because it helps seed teams in correct divisions, correct placement going into the NECC regular season. So even a loss kind of helps you out in the end because it makes you get seeded against teams who are of your appropriate skill level. I'm Michael Fisher, joined by Riley A Baller Boyd, back in town for the Oklahoma State game. As we talked about, Oklahoma State in town, coming to play Boise State tomorrow on the blue, which means Gridiron Rivals is coming up after this. You are not going to want to miss it because I know the Boise State Rocket League team, especially after this, they're hungry. So we'll have Broncos Cowboys after this. Right now it's NECC though, Riley, and it feels like we feel like a broken record at this point because there's things that Boise State does really well, and then there's two things that Boise State has really struggled with tonight, and that is kickoffs and over-aggression, and that is a big reason why they're sitting at 0-2 on the night.
But I have to imagine at some point that changes, right? Like at some point Boise State figures that out. So when they figure that out, this team is going to be really, really, really good. And it may be a matter of they play these activation games, they get put in a lower division because of that record, and then they figure it out, and then they just roll. And that can happen in the NECC when you do these activation matches.
Especially with a new roster. Again, Boise State has 6, I think even maybe 7 very talented Rocket League teams, enough to field basically 2 entirely different rosters. Again, NACE has its own, NECC has its own. NACE has the one that if you're a longtime Boise State fans, names you might recognize like Baynock and Cosmo. This NECC team, though, we saw some instinct in the spring, a very talented player, Danger in Lines. I think they've been playing in some other tournaments besides Boise State over the summer. And you're right, if they figure things out, they might be able to come in and just blast the doors off people because they were not easy matches tonight. I remember talking with the Boise State coaches. It was like, hey, 2 of these matches are going to be really, really hard, and even the one that we feel is winnable is going to be very challenging. they took games off UBC and off Ottawa, so they have to feel good knowing, hey, even though it was a matchup that, we weren't expected to win, that we knew was going to be hard, they haven't gotten swept, and I think that is a huge thing going into our final match tonight against St. Clair.
And St. Clair is a scary, scary name if you know esports, or if you know College Rocket League. That is a scary name. So this is going to be a real test for Boise State to see if they can go out and adjust some of those things that we've talked about, because they have the talent to, take a game or two off of a St. Clair if they go and do the things that they're supposed to do.
Yeah, exactly. It's really the one thing. It feels like we got to beat in their heads. Please stop. Just take the kickoff normally. Just take the kickoff normally.
Yeah.
Don't dummy. If you want to cheat, fine. Just drive straight at the ball. It's the first thing you ever do in Rocket League, because that feels like that's where Ottawa got a ton of pressure, Riley, was kickoffs, especially Jay Chan. I think the other thing it feels like for Boise State, there's been like one player on their team who's just kind of done everything, right? It was Jay Chan in that last match. I know Ski was incredible, so was Frodo. It felt like Frodo, I think in the last game he had like 3 goals, 4 saves, and 2 assists. It's like, how do you stop that? So you just got to feel like everybody's having like their pop-off of the week against us, which always just really sucks.
Yeah, now it's time for someone from Boise State to have that pop-off, and I think Instinct kind of showed that maybe it was going to be his week early on in that first series. I think Instinct's the guy to go to right now for Boise State to go out and have that big game. And I'd like to say, too, you said Boise State even cheat up on those kickoffs. I'm afraid for Boise State cheating on those kickoffs right now, because if you don't win it, you're really, really in trouble. So if you're Boise State, if you're going to cheat, you have to make sure that as soon as you go, somebody's getting back. You have to, you attack that ball, and then one of those two has got to get back.
Well, we will kick this one off. Final game of NECC Activation Week. It is Boise State taking on St. Clair. Boise State back in the orange. See if that'll bring him some good luck. They've lost as both blue and orange, for whatever that matters. Always nice that your school colors are both sides of Rocket League, though. That is always a bonus here. Is Nitrix dribbling it up. Nice little pop-up in the air.
Ooh.
We talked about it. St. Clair means something if you know College Rocket League, and that's why.
That was a saucy little goal there from Nitrix. I mean, the chip right to the back post there, and look at that. Rocket League even puts it in slow motion for us here. They just want us to see how good it was.
Even Rocket League couldn't handle that just fantastic teardrop goal, as I like to call them. This Ram's going to now go up, try and do something off the kickoff. Again, Boise State, 2 kickoffs. Both of them ended up on the orange side. Instinct does get a huge clear past Camel. Unfortunately, that shot high and wide of the net. Gill looking for one more, just stolen away.
Boise State, though, that's a good shot from Instinct. Boise State with the pressure on this goal. Again, what a good shot from Lions. Wow, there you go. Boise State with the response.
Lions just reads that perfectly. And we saw Gill was retreating, which is the right play. Lions like, hey, I'll just kind of lob one on net. I'll see what happens.
Hey, that's what it takes. Sometimes in Rocket League, it's about just getting those shots on net, even if you don't think it's going to be a good look.
Camel with a great demo onto Lions, though. Some payback for that goal, and Camel takes a shot. Huge save by Gill. Nitrix gets a demo onto Instinct off screen. And this Ram's able to keep it on that orange side pass over, but Ram is out of boost, and that kind of prevents him from taking a shot, but Gill's miss allows Camel for one off the backboard.
And even though we saw Gill miss right there, I feel like we've seen the evolution of Gill tonight. Going from someone that just wants to get forward all the time to accepting that role of just being back on defense a lot of the time and making big, important saves. Once again, back here just trying to make a read and knocks it right away from the middle. That's been the biggest takeaway for me, is Gill just growing into a big-time defensive player for Boise State.
Oh, Gill with a great, he had a huge pass to Lions. I think Lions just barely was below it. Instinct, though.
Oh, my goodness.
What a shot. A huge save by the crossbar with an assist from someone from St. Clair. Didn't see who it was. As Ram gets a huge demo. I will say that is the other thing. Not that I feel like demos are so important, as Lions centers it up. Here comes Instinct.
Oh, my word.
Gill, one more chance.
Got it. Good shot, Gill.
Boise State with some great pressure. But this is scary, because if Gill misses, it's just a goal for the other team.
And that's what comes with being a good defensive player, is knowing when it's like, okay, this ball right here, I'm not going to miss it. I'm going to hit it hard, and I'm going to score. And Gill is doing a really good job of that right now.
Instinct going to pop it up in the air. He's got Lions. Well, he had him below him. Then they both double commit. Huge clear from Nitrix. Down into the corner, Lions plays it from Gill. Give and go, but he can't quite push the ball over Ram.
You got to rotate back if you're Boise State. You know that St. Clair is going to get good pressure. Double challenge in the air, always really scary, but Boise State lands right on their goal, and Instinct with a nice clear away. It's getting a little bit scary here for Boise State, though. Lots of pressure on their goal.
Camel dribbles it over to Instinct, who just steals it away. Both of them kind of run out of boost, though, and just fall to the earth. So does Ram. Boost has been very low for St. Clair. We see Nitrix was out as well before he steals Boise State's back corner boost, pulls back up. This Ram's just going to take a shot. Instinct, though, looking to make a play on it. Great read and a great stop.
Instinct was there way before, and it leads to a nice Boise State counter, and Gill once again having a big game for Boise State.
It's a great play by Gill. And again, second game in a row where we feel like both teams are kind of all go, and it's this time, much like we saw for Ottawa, Boise State's the one in the right position. They've got a couple of those wide open nets.
But I think Boise State is not as go-centric this game. If I know that's not necessarily a word, but they're doing a good job of hanging back and winning the stuff that they need to, being defensive. And again, I keep praising him. It's Gill. He's been huge for this team to this game.
I did not think Camel was going to be there. Ended up showing up just in the nick of time. Instinct, though, keeps the pressure on right in front of the net. Oh, couldn't quite angle it. Gill does center it up for the Lions. He's just a little bit behind it. Instinct's got to be careful. He is the lone man back on defense. Ends up realizing that and retreating. Now Gill with a nice shot. Nitrix turns it away. Yeah,
Gill with another good shot on target. A nice demo there from Lions to center this up. I just don't think anyone from Boise State's going to be there to tap it in.
See, great shot by Instinct. Nitrix ball just kind of hovering right in front of the net. Gill commits, misses. Lions takes advantage. No, he doesn't. Camel with the huge save.
And now the ball is going to get down towards Boise State end, but St. Clair just doing everything they can to just catch their breath for a second. That was scary. And look at this nice aerial from Gill, and he chips it over.
Instinct gets credit for it in the end, but they can both share it. Great reset by Boise State. Oh, they pinched it. It was a fantastic little pinch play.
That I don't know if that was intentional or if it just happened to be that they came up and got great timing, but 4-1 for the Broncos. This is the kind of start we've been looking for, and they're going to score again.
Oh, Instinct. That's the kickoff we've been looking for.
Wow. Boise State. Holy cow.
That's the power of cheating on the kickoff if you could do it. What a response for Boise State, especially after how that Ottawa series ended. You get blown out. You're kind of like, wow, this really sucks. They come back with a vengeance against St. Clair. Rams going to get a demo, but minute left, 4-goal lead. You're feeling pretty confident if you're a Boise State fan.
Yeah, this first game is probably going to be a W for Boise State, and they need that on the board. They need that W right now, and they're going to give themselves a chance. And Lions is going to nearly score again. Love to see Gill try and go off and get this hat trick as well, as long as nobody gets pushed too far forward.
Ooh, Ram with a great shot. Saved, though, by Instinct. We talked about probably the player you expected to step up when Boise State needed it, though. Gills and Lions have been both phenomenal as well. Instinct off the back wall. Nitrix just denies that rebound, but 30 seconds left. Even with that demo, Boise State feels in complete command.
Yeah, and that demo actually works in their favor because by the time the ball gets to counter, they had respawned in and gotten in a really nice defensive position. So Boise State using that to their advantage. And now there's a center, a little chipped in from Lions, just didn't quite get the shot that he was looking for.
5 seconds left. Nothing really matters here. There's no way St. Clair could score 4 goals in 0 seconds. We'll see if they can get one more before the buzzer ends.
They do.
They do. Ram will kind of, that ball, a weird spin off the back, off the crossbar. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, what happens here? I think what happened was he shot and then Gill just got a little touch on it and it like pushed it more forward instead of just up, I think.
In the end, Boise State will take that victory. They are not upset about it and the slide. It's a 5-2 win against a very talented St. Clair team. And it feels like a lot of Boise State's issues were fixed. And again, we talked about this in the Ottawa series where sometimes it just felt like Ottawa was all go. They were just in the right position. Boise State got 2 huge open nets. So now they're kind of the ones, I don't want to say that are the beneficiaries of St. Clair's mistakes, but they're the team that can kind of say, see, maybe going all go all the time isn't the best option.
Capitalizing on your opponent's mistakes is so important. Boise State, every team before had kind of smelled blood in the water when Boise State made a mistake, and Boise State didn't have that killer instinct. Now they look like they do. That's so important. And I like Boise State's chances now with this first game on the board.
We kick off game 2, and we see Camel and Rain going to try and score it. Oh, so close here for, I believe, Instinct. trying to dribble it up the field. Great long shot by Lions. Gonna get turned away though.
Boise State, though, again, more pressure early. We'd love to see that. Trying to attack that blue goal. They just can't quite turn it in.
We do see that Lions and gonna get tied up there in the corner. Camel looking to play a play. So is Nitrix. Boise State, though, holding on. Instinct racing up the field. Demo comes out, but he does lose the ball. And Boise State now racing over. Looks like they're gonna have to play defense some more.
Look at the angles Boise State is taking, though. I mean, outside of that shot going right across the face, Boise State's done such a good job of keeping this ball out of the middle, keeping things wide, attacking wide. They're looking like a team that knows their angles now. And look at the, oh, what a great center for Gill. Just can't quite turn it in.
Oh, great chance here for Lions. Takes advantage of a Boise State. There, you know what? You play mistake-free Rocket League, you can punish mistakes like that as Ram. Unfortunate center, and Lions will take that any day of the week.
You think when those dragons come out like that, you think it still has the same effect that like a Gen G Dragon Blade has? You think it'll just take out your car?
That'd be pretty sick.
That would be pretty sick.
I know there's like a there's one where you shoots in missiles and it counts for demos, which is why like trusting demos sometimes can be a little bit misleading.
Wait, that's dope.
It just kind of blows up everyone in proximity of the goal. I know some of the Boise State players used to run it last year. They changed their goal animations all the time. I'm like, come on, just stick with the same one. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Somebody get in contact with Rocket League, have them make custom collegiate animations, like a nice Boise State one with like the bee that comes out of the goal or something. That'd be cool.
Yeah, they used to have that, you know, that bunny that came out and danced. We could get Buster coming out and dancing.
Oh yeah, there we go. I like that.
Boise State looking to put one more on the board. Do some dancing of their own maybe in a few minutes here is Lion with another great shot. We talked about Gil. Lions has come alive as well. That's a phenomenal play with a great pass for Gil.
I think it's everyone coming alive for Boise State, and just the speed on that pass to Lions is what made that goal there. That ball came across with such pace that all he had to do was just redirect it, and it was going to go in.
Popped up in the air. Ram now looking to dribble it down. Still plenty of time for St. Clair in this game, too, to come back. Over just under 3 minutes on the board. Uh-oh. It's a full boost as well. Huge demo. It is a huge demo for Instinct.
That was scary. He had an open goal there that all he had to do was bounce that off the wall, and that chip's going to go high as well, I think. But look at the takedown there from St. Clair.
Demo off screen. Something Boise State hasn't really seen a lot of demos. They're starting to pick the pace up here in game 2. Gill does take the shot. Ram will deny it, and Camel once again coasting down. It's up to Lions. Uh-oh, wide open net. Gill, huge midair challenge.
Yeah, that was important. Gill had to win that one. Those are those ones that you go up and you're thinking, if I don't win this, the team is going to be furious at me. Gill doing a big-time job there.
Ram off the backboard. Nitrix with a shot. Lions with some great defense as well. Boise State's got a 2-goal lead, and now they just got to kind of survive this St. Clair onslaught of shots.
Yeah, it's all about just defending and not getting too aggressive right now. If you're Boise State, just clearing this ball at those off angles and finding an odd counter. And right now, I think that's kind of what Boise State's doing.
Ooh, off the back wall, Camel.
Now you got a chance for the center.
Ooh, this is scary. Camel dribbling upfield. He's got a member right to his right. Gill, nice challenge. Nitrix below him. Centers it over. It's a great waterfall down. Shots just off to the right.
Yeah, and if you're Ottawa, St. Clair, you have to feel disappointed in that. You gave yourself such a good opportunity and you just couldn't quite capitalize, but there was a couple of different looks in there that I thought might end up in a goal.
Boise State doing a great job of just kind of weathering the storm. Rams got a retreat to get boost. Instinct off the wall. Looked maybe like he wanted to pass there. Right to Gill. And Boise State pretty much in command of this series through 2 games.
3-0 for Boise State. It's almost to the point where you have to say Boise State feeling confident. A nice ball in from Instinct to Gill, who is right there. Yeah, wow. This Boise State team, where was this?
Boise State probably can feel mostly safe. No, Camel could easily change that with an insane goal. Camel's had some great setups. He hasn't had a finish worth noting yet, but that's going to be something to watch going on as Instinct takes advantage of a wide open net.
Wow, I mean, that was just great play from Boise State there. That you see how aggressive St. Clair got, and that was just the exact opposite of what Boise State's been doing.
upper, middle, just Boise. I mean, it feels like a different Boise State team. If you covered the names, I'd never believe this was the same 3 players. This is phenomenal growth for Gil, Lyons, and Instinct. Kickoff's a bit risky, but it feels like Camel just doesn't have the support he needs to make those solo plays.
No, if I'm Camel right now, I'm just wondering, where is my teammate? Someone get in the middle right now, because this is, I'm doing everything I can, and what an angle from Lyons.
Hat trick for him. Boise State on the precipice of a fantastic finish to the NECC activation week.
What an angle from Lyons as well, getting vertical and just knocking that right down. That was great. Boise State comfortably going to win this game.
I don't even think you could cast or curse this one, Riley.
Well,
5-0 is that. If they collapse from 5-0, we're turning off the stream. We're uninstalling Rocket League on every PC in the arena, and we're just funding, just banning the program. I feel like, right?
That's probably fair. You're also at liability to rescind my tickets for the game tomorrow and whatever else you want to do to me, because
I wouldn't blame you. I would not blame you. That would just be. I think Boise State, Instinct, Gil, and Lyons, they're not going to let that happen. I think they like playing Rocket League a little bit too much for that.
Well, and they're trying to score a 6th here. This is a dominant performance. This is what Boise State needs, I think, to really get the season off going now. This final game before the NECC with just huge wins.
Hey, you know what? Rams, he's at least consistent. 2nd game in a row, he scores a basically useless goal as time expires.
Do we call it a buzzer beater? Does it get to be called a buzzer beater if it's to make it 5-1?
Hey, they call it a buzzer beater if it makes it, 90 to 65 in the NBA, so we'll call it a buzzer beater.
There you go. That's 2 buzzer beaters there for Ram.
I guess, I mean, and I think it's just pure coincidence. I guess if next game is close, maybe you watch out that Boise State has been a little bit lackluster at the end of games. But again, I mean, there's so much that goes into it. You're already up 4 goals. Are you really trying? Are you trying to defend? You're trying to push for that 6 goals you mentioned. So all in all, I don't think you're too worried. It is Boise State St. Clair wrapping up NECC activation week potentially on a 3-0 sweep. I know Boise State had a couple of those last week that we might, add to the repertoire. But overall, this is exactly what you and I have been asking for the last 8 games for Boise State, was to, kickoffs, still a little bit, but the side control, 2 up, 1 back, everything else has been perfect.
Yeah, somebody just win those kickoffs and keep the ball out of your own net, and they are doing that in this series against a good St. Clair team.
Does look like St. Clair has made a sub. Bobby has now come in. Have to keep an eye on that. I believe that was for Nitrix. So St. Clair, as you said, it's a very strong Rocket League program. Their depth goes deep, and they're trying to pull that off right now. But Instinct has a huge shot. Ram, though, back in time. But, hey, Instinct says, no problem, I'll get the follow-up.
Yeah, there you go. Instinct with the second bite there of that shot. That was really nice from him. That first shot was really good, and he just played that angle and just right place, right time, big time from Instinct.
Boise State looking to really kind of just seal the deal here in this series. As Gil is going to go retreating. Instinct, great pass down to Lyons. Actually plays it himself. Camel, though, in a great position. Camel has been spectacular. Luckily for Boise State, he's popped off in every way but scoring goals. And as I say that, he gets a huge setup to Ram. I'll take credit for that one.
No, wait. You said he didn't score. You said he doesn't score goals, and he didn't score a goal. It was a good setup. You just called it right.
Hey, Ram finally scoring with time on the clock. I'm sure St. Clair fans excited about that one as well.
Make it 1-1 as well. Get yourselves in this game. This is the first time that we've really seen a nice close game after the first minute in this series.
Lyons, he's been phenomenal in this series. Gets a great job with a shot. Also gets a demo, but Instinct's follow-up just goes wide of the net. Now Bobby going to try and dribble that one up. Gets stolen away by Lyons. Camel's got to retreat. Oh, the ball just bounced a bit too much for Lyons to get there, and Boise State has got to retreat.
And Gil does a good job getting back once again. Ram's going to throw a center in, and Boise State now with some numbers going forward, but Camel big time there with a nice defensive stop.
Bobby pass. Nobody's home. Ram finally picks up. You see Boise State getting a little bit dangerous with these commits defensively. That shot does go wide. Follow up from Ram right in front of the net. Gil's got to be there, but Boise State playing a bit of bumblebee soccer. Everyone just chasing after the ball. Instinct doesn't have any boost, and he just steals it away from his teammate. This is not the Boise State we saw in the first 2 games.
No, this is a Boise State that's not communicating right now, which is not good. But Gil does a good job just whipping that out, but he played it right into the middle. Whew, lucky, lucky, lucky Boise State.
All still on the blue side, and you can tell when we've been flipping to Boise State players, they are running low on boost. Great boost starving, and Ram looking to capitalize. Now Boise State has a huge chance. Bobby and Campbell going to have to get back in time. They will. Great challenge from Bobby. Follow-up from Lions. Just not quite there. Gil, got to be careful. Luckily, that pass goes wide.
Yeah, Gil had a chance. He had to make a choice. Get forward or make the save. Oh, my goodness. How does that not go in from Instinct? How does that not go in?
That was a fantastic shot. It barely hits off the crossbar. Instinct gonna just jam it up in the air. Go for the follow-up off the backboard. Gil, though, can't get it there. Campbell and Lions now in a bit of a one-on-one. Oh.
Wait.
Boise, I don't know. It's like when you hit a pool ball too hard, it bounces out.
I mean, it's happened on both ends now, like within 30 seconds, but what a team play. Oh, my goodness. That's 3 times that ball has been within inches of going in.
This time, Campbell will for sure make sure he gets one of his first goals. Spectacular play and kind of atoning for a couple of goals that, you know, as you said, that felt like he should have scored a few minutes ago.
And Gil with a fantastic save, just couldn't quite keep that second up, but couldn't have done much more there. Yeah, this is a wild one from Boise State. A nice kickoff win, though.
Campbell's going to get that second touch. Wants to carry it the length of the field. Instinct, though, with a fantastic save. Bobby, though, keeps the pressure on. And looks to center it up for a teammate. Gil's just going to get that one out of harm's way. Instinct off the sidewall over to the Lions. Lions and Ram going to get tangled up. Ram almost had an open net, but Instinct with a great challenge as we get a demo off screen.
Boise State now trying to find an opportunity to get forward, but when you get demoed twice like that, it's going to be tough. They do a good job of recovering, though. That ball's just going to be pushed forward. Lions just trying to get it out of his own half, and just another center there from St. Clair.
Lions, a great clear, maybe even a great shot. It's just wide as Ram pushes it away. Under 90 seconds left. Ram, uh-oh. Can't let that one happen.
That is unfortunate. Just bad, bad timing from Boise State pushing forward, and Ram just got forward and won a 50-50 over Gil and makes the ball disappear.
Well, I thought the ball was long gone. I think Instinct was like going for a boost. I don't know if he thought maybe the ball had been stopped. Maybe he just didn't see it. Another great kickoff here for Boise State. Still plenty of time to make up this 2-goal deficit. Instinct has it right in front of the net. Great challenge by Bobby, and now Ram in a 1-on-2. Campbell looking to run some interference. Gil has to bounce out of the way, but the ball gets out of the grasp of Ram. It's a huge mistake for St. Clair. Now Boise State needs to punish.
Yeah, and that was one that they had a chance to capitalize on, and they didn't. And instead, it's going to be Campbell just dribbling through and scoring. Campbell is a fantastic player for the St. Clair team. He's really good.
Campbell now finally adding some goals. Game 1 and Game 2, they had a couple of great setups.
He heard you. That's what happened.
He did hear me. I mean, maybe the 2 new teammates help. Haven't seen too much from Bobby yet.
Boise State, that's 3 kickoffs where they've at least got a good chance in that. Now 3 kickoffs, 1 for the Broncos, though. That's a huge improvement.
Something we were definitely harping on. Now they just need to find some goals. This time is not on their side. Lions tries for the miraculous solo play. They probably need to score about now to really have a shot, especially with the way they've been winning kickoffs. You can go from 4-1 to 4-3 in a heartbeat with a good goal and a good kickoff, but under 30 seconds left, ball on the orange side. Ram now with a chance to really end it for St. Clair. Gil will make the save, but time is the issue for Boise State.
And I thought that was, and it is going to be a nice goal, so there you go. Boise State, you have to score right now. You have to score on this kickoff.
Something 3 in a row for Boise State. Still 2 goals. It's going to be tough at 17 seconds, but the way they've been playing on kickoffs, you get one in, you get maybe 10 seconds on the clock, anything can happen. It's all down to this kickoff. And Campbell and Ram will win that one just clean enough to pretty much end this game.
So if you're Boise State now, it's time to regroup the mental. You can't just think, we won 2, but then we lost this round and everything fall apart. You have to have memory like a goldfish right now. You have to be able to just forget that happened, go out, win this next round, and finish this series off. I love this little team play from Boise State, trying to get a last-second goal here. Wouldn't mean too much, but it would be nice to have on the hat. And they almost do it.
Every single game this series has had a last-second goal from the losing team, and Instinct will keep that tradition alive as He'll score at the very end to make the score 4-3.
That ball stayed in the air for a long time.
St. Clair even in on the memes, if you will, but St. Clair will pull out the victory here, and honestly, it just felt like Camel finally came alive, and instead of having great setups and not having any scoring, Camel had 2 huge goals, and that's a big reason why St. Clair comes out on top and at least gets us to a game 4.
Yeah, and now Boise State has to find a way to counter him. He's been a huge creator for the St. Clair team. Boise State needs to find a creator of their own to just get those big chances going forward. They've had some opportunities. Now it's a matter of, can they put those away?
We are about to find out. Game 4 between St. Clair and Boise State. Every single series before us has gone 4 games. Hasn't come out on the Broncos' side. It's the first time Boise State has had a chance to win a series. Couldn't get it done in Game 3. We'll see what they can do in Game 4. But again, activation week in the NECC here for Boise State. So not a huge deal. More about learning than actually winning, though you do want to get seated in the appropriate group, which I'm sure the NECC will do a fantastic job of doing. Again, it's a St. Clair team that if you know esports and if you know Collegiate Rocket League is very respected. So to be in this situation is great. Now to finish the job, that's what we need Boise State to do as we wrap up our NECC coverage, hopefully here in the next few minutes.
You don't want to blow a 2-0 lead here in Rocket League. That would be very unfortunate. So Boise State needs to find a way to get this round, I think.
Now the reverse sweep is never what you want to have happen. Is Boise State fantastic off the kickoff. Gill does get demoed. Bobby back there, and now with a great pass over to Camel, looking for the clear. Camel doesn't have any boost, though, and Boise State's playing very cautiously. Kind of just allows him to dribble it up the field. Ram is finally there. Instinct takes a great shot, but Bobby will turn it away.
Don't mind Boise State playing cautiously here, though, against Campbell. He's been so good for them. Just play defensively, and that was a great center from Lions and almost a great shot from Gill.
They do demo Instinct, though, so unfortunately he's not part of the play. A very decent double commit comes out for Boise State, and the fact that it was not punished. Oh, Boise State had an opportunity. Campbell just took too long. Instinct going to keep it alive on that blue side. Here comes Gill, but Campbell just beat him to the ball.
Yeah, Boise State thankfully not double committing there. The temptation was probably there to go forward and see if they couldn't win a big shot on goal, but they didn't. Gill was the only one that committed, and thankfully they didn't, because that would have been an open goal for Boise State.
Instinct going to keep it away for Bobby. Ram now will take a shot. Oh, Gill, great spot. Gets a huge clear before he gets demoed over Camel. Instinct just needed to get a nose on it, and he couldn't. But Lions is right there. Camel somehow winning a 1-on-2. Gill will keep it away for Bobby. So Camel clears it down. Camel's been spectacular, and Boise State doing a great job of just, once again, nullifying his goal-scoring opportunities.
Yeah, they have to just keep finding ways to stop Camel being the guy that hurts him. Because right now, Camel has been an absolute menace in this last game. And Boise State, that's a nice save on their near post there from Instinct.
Oh, huge whiff from Bobby as well. It's going to allow Gill. Look, he maybe wanted to pass to nowhere as he just centers it up for Ram. Now it's Instinct's turn to clear it away. He's got a teammate right below him. Oh, Gill bailed out. It's just an unfortunate event for Boise State, as that's going to allow Ram to eventually clear it back to the orange side. He wants a shot as well, but Lions is right there.
And even though it sucks to see Boise State bail out of those opportunities there and not go for those, props to this team for making the adjustment, because they're thinking about it now. They're thinking, well, if I challenge for this, is that going to leave us open at the back? They weren't doing that in the first series, and now them doing that, although it might limit some goal-scoring opportunities, they're not just going to leak goals like they were in that first couple series.
First half of this game's been scoreless. Ram nearly changes that. But a fantastic save by Boise State and the crossbar. It's Instinct now gets challenged by Bobby. Camel's going to pop it down right in front of the net. Gill, huge save. Instinct all alone. Lions just needs to get him the ball. Great demo onto Bobby as well. They'll get one back onto Gill, so it's a 2-on-2. That allows Camel to make the save.
Now Boise State getting back. Gill respawning in. Kind of half committed for that ball in the air. Didn't want to go for it too much, but look at these wins from Boise State in the midfield, and then a nice dunk there from Boise State as well.
Ram up in the air. Gill right there to just kind of volleyball it back over to the blue side. Camel does get a nose on it before Lions pass over to Instinct. Huge save by Bobby. Can Lions get the follow-up? Oh, he opts for boost instead. Forces out a double commit from him and Gill, and Camel just going to take possession.
Yeah, now Boise State, they're pushed really far forward. That's 2 whiffs on the wall. And that's going to be an open goal, but Bobby can't put it away.
Gill trying to get it around Ram, who was 0 boost, gets a great challenge. Minute 19 left. Lions just going to lob it down on net. Bobby is there, but Instinct looking for the follow-up. Plays it around 1, right in front. Ram gets a huge clear. Gill's got to use all of that boost to elevate the ball. Ends up falling right in front of him. Now he needs that pass over to Lions. Can't get the ball there in time. Camel with the nice challenge. We're down to a minute. Nobody's putting a ball on net just yet. This Ram makes a great save.
It's getting real scary. Boise State getting really aggressive with some of these commits, and it's really freaking me out. And once again, it's off the crossbar from St. Clair.
That is great patience by Gill to not commit on that one. Trusting the crossbar to be there.
Oh, Instinct, that was so big there. A couple of huge touches to slow that ball up. That ball was going right into the center. It's really a chess match right now. Who is going to make the mistake first?
Getting closer and closer to overtime, which is never a spot you want to be. Boise State does have a chance to win the series here, up 2-1. Right now they need pressure more than anything. Is Campbell looking to dribble it on net. Great aerial dribble, huge challenge by Instinct. Bobby looking for a follow-up. Lions turns that one away. 10 seconds left. We get a demo onto Instinct. Gill's got to make a play here, and he does.
Big time from Gill, and now Boise State one last attack forward. That ball's going to be chipped up, and it's going to probably, yeah, there it is. Hits the ground. Overtime. Yeah, this game seemed like it was headed right for it.
0-0. Somebody's got to win. St. Clair, we go to game 5. If it's Boise State, we get a W and we go home happy. But Campbell's got a great chance here. Wants it to waterfall down to somebody, and Ram is there. And Boise State's problems plague him once again, and we're headed to a game 5, Riley.
Aggression, aggression, aggression from Boise State. They all try and get back at the end, and they're all three in their own side, but they're all three off in the corners. St. Clair just takes advantage of a wide open pathway.
0-0 the whole game. St. Clair looks like they've come alive here. And now it's do or die for Boise State. It's game 5. Somebody's going home victorious. You do not want to see the reverse sweep if you're a Boise State fan, though, Riley. And it felt like they played a solid game all the way up until overtime.
They kept themselves in it. They gave themselves that chance that they wanted. If you're Boise State, you're showing that you can defend. You know that you can score goals. So if you're Boise State, that's not a bad game plan to play. Defend, defend, defend. Keep it there and then give yourself a chance at the end. And there was a couple of chances right towards the end that they just couldn't quite put away. So if you're Boise State, you have to be happy with that game. Go out and do it again in this game 5. Go out and hold them scoreless. And if you can, kind of snatch a goal here or there, you're going to feel really good about yourself.
Well, let's hop right into game 5. Let's see who comes out on top. It's Boise State, it's St. Clair, NECC Activation Week. So if there's ever like a melodramatic game 5, this might be it. But Lions doesn't care, and Boise State's on the board first.
Super, super early goal there from Lions. A kickoff win from Boise State in the end. You love to see that. Once again, kickoffs critical.
Well, it took us over 5 minutes to get a goal in game 4. And Boise State this time scores in 3 seconds.
And another kickoff win.
Gill has an opportunity, sets up Instinct. Where was this 2 minutes ago?
Yeah, we could have used some of these goals, guys.
Come on. I love a game 5, but I also, we got one more series left here.
Yeah, Boise State, we would have loved to see the win in game 4, but we're not complaining. A Bronco W is a Bronco W through and through. This is great from Boise State. Fantastic 10 seconds to start this game. And you usually can't win a game in the first 10 seconds, but you can sure lose it. And right now, St. Clair is trying to do that, it seems like.
It's a long way to go. We have had our fair share of caster curses. Bobby takes a shot. Lions denies it. Boost has just been so low these games. It feels like every player we're on, both Boise State and St. Clair, is almost always at 0. As Ram gets a great shot. Campbell going to follow up, just misses on it though. And Bobby's just going to pass it back. Scary spot to be, but he has enough boost to kind of nullify any Boise State aggression until a huge demo just launches the ball across the map.
That was a weird one. There was just kind of like a cluster of people all just joining together, and you didn't know who was going to come out with the demo, but you knew someone was going to get it, and it just ended up being Bobby.
Bobby now, that's a wide open net. Instinct's got to make a play, and he does. Scary spot there, recentered up for Campbell, but Gill is there. Campbell plays that patiently. It's going to bounce off the back. Gill's there. Pass over to Lions, but Ram makes a great save.
Wow, once again, another really nice team play for Boise State that nearly ended up being really, really good.
Oh, Lions got Gill! Oh my goodness, the St. Clair defense is insane.
It's all had to be huge saves here. Boise State has been on the attack. They're hunting right now.
Lions kind of popped that ball. His instinct couldn't quite corral it. Boise State will just smartly retreat. Gill at midfield is a great challenge. Solo play too high. No follow-up, though, but a huge play by Gill.
Somebody get back. Somebody get back.
Gill's hanging out. Now Gill's going to commit. You cannot allow a free goal in if you're Boise State. You cannot allow St. Clair in. Instinct puts it in front of the Lions, scores it. Hey, sometimes the best defense is a good offense.
That was what Boise State needed right there. Pressure, 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 and then finally a tap in there to put Boise up 3-0. That was massive from Lions.
It's looking like the Boise State of the first two games of this series where they thoroughly dominated St. Clair. Still 3 minutes left, but a 3-0 lead is not a bad place to be if you're a Bronco fan.
And once again, more pressure on this St. Clair goal. I mean, it is serious pressure, and Boise State getting back when they need to, but they haven't had a need to do that too often yet.
Yeah, they've done a great job of just side control, side control, side control, turn it into a goal. Gill in a 1-on-2, can't sneak it around Ram. Ram gets a great pass, the give and go to Bobby. They're both driving up the field. Lions in a great spot. Gill already defensively ready to go, and Boise State seems like they've learned from their games tonight. Huge demo, though. Could open the ball up. Actually ends up going over to the blue side. Never mind.
That could have been really, really bad there if Bobby didn't get that demo, because Boise State had a couple of players streaking forward with an open goal. But Bobby did a really good job of getting that demo to shut it down.
Oh, Instinct with the great redirect. Right now, Boise State just kind of killing clock. Still putting up some shots, but right now their biggest enemy is Ram and Bobby as Campbell just muscles it in, and St. Clair staying alive with a great little distraction here by Bobby, and Ram with a nice center.
Not quite sure what Boise State was doing there. They all three committed aerial all at the same time, and Campbell just said thank you very much.
Yeah, all three members of Boise State were at one point touching that ball, which is the last spot you want to be. But still, it's a 3-1 lead. Great job there by Instinct, but Bobby's going to turn that one away. Lions will, he will follow this up. Oh, as I say that, he loses the dribble.
Yeah, that was really close to being a nice little tap down, and that's a good shot right on. Double backboard. Can they get the third? They can't.
They'll just go to reset. Bobby and Campbell will both commit on it. That's going to allow Gill to keep it alive on the blue side. Oh, Lions just barely misses. Now it's Instinct's turn right in front of the net. Bobby and Campbell once again collide. St. Clair getting panicky, but now Ram looking to make this a one-goal game. Ends up having to clear it off. Bobby right in front of the net. Does he have a teammate? The answer appears to be no.
That got scary because Boise State, they bumped each other there getting back. It could have been bad if there was a shot right at the right time, and that's just another big save from Boise State, and now they have a chance to counter, and you got to go quickly. From that angle, it looked like it might have been lobbed towards goal, but no such luck.
Gill, nice clear down. Campbell centers it back up to Ram, who's been spectacular in these last two St. Clair wins. 1 minute left, though. That is a huge demo from Lions. Gives Boise State side control. Instinct just doesn't have enough boost, but a whip around on a 180 just doesn't have enough boost to change his momentum.
And he's got to be saying, where are you, teammates? Somebody get up here and get in the center. I had it squared up for you. That was a great play from them, but Boise State playing defensively. No need to be too aggressive here. 40 seconds left, still up 3-1.
Ram and Bobby do double commit. Gill puts it right in front of the net. Ram just going to clear it away. 30 seconds left for Boise State. One more would be phenomenal, but a 2-goal lead is still quite the cushion. Bobby just retreats. Campbell now with a bit of a double commit, and Gill, huge clear. If it's on target, it's good, but I think he got slowed down there, and Ram makes a save.
Yeah, that is unfortunate, but they're going to get another shot. But I think that shot right there is pretty much going to do this one.
Yeah, 9 seconds left. As St. Clair, by some miracle, gets a goal now, they can set up a crazy Hail Mary kickoff, but they're not going to get it done. Boise State, they'll hang on. We finally don't get a game with a goal at the very end. Boise State comes out on top in a very, very wild final game of the NECC Activation Week. 3-2 over St. Clair. Huge for this team going forward into the regular season, which starts next week.
And it's just, it cracks me up. Boise State plays two other schools who are very good at Rocket League, and they struggle towards the very end. They can't quite pull out the win, and then they go and play one of the biggest names in collegiate Rocket League, and they do that, and they win. Like, what in the world?
Hey, that doesn't matter. Hey, As long as you win the last game, that's all I care about. Don't forget that the Idaho Army National Guard is a proud supporter of Boise State Esports. The top 5 plays that we have at the end of every broadcast are brought to you by the Idaho Army National Guard, who invites you to take your impressive critical thinking skills into real time. More than 10 jobs offering a $20,000 bonus and your degree before it's paid for. The Idaho Army National Guard is the best team out there. Reach out on Twitch at iGuard Gaming. And speaking of the superlatives, it is time for our ICCU player of the game. A lot of good choices here from these 3 matches we saw tonight. Who you got, Riley, as your player of the game?
Oh, that's so tough because it's like Insight was probably the best player on the field, but we saw Gil do such good work in kind of growing as that defensive player, and Lions just had such good positioning. My guess is on Insight, though. I think Insight was
Instinct.
Or yeah, sorry, yeah. Yes, I believe that's your player of the game right there. It's going to be close, though, because all 3 players were really good for the Broncos tonight.
I totally agree with you. I'm going to lean Lions, though, because Lions played best when Boise State won.
Okay.
Nothing against Instinct. The man was insane. All 3 of them were insane, as you said. They are all very deserving. But I like to give it to the guy who plays well in the win, so I would think it will be Lions. But, again, I thought Instinct was phenomenal. Lions was phenomenal. Gil, the only downside is he played so much defensively. You know, defense wins championships. It doesn't get you the highlights, though, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Who's it going to be? It is going to be Lions.
Oh, you're dead on it, Fish, once again. You know. You just know.
You know, like I said, and I've been back at the production room. I've helped make some of these. When you win, it always feels sweeter. So you're like, hey, that guy played really well when we won. I want to show more of his highlights. But again, huge shout out to Instinct and to Gil as well. All 3 of them were phenomenal, but it is Lions who's our ICCU player of the game. Brought to you by Idaho Central Credit Union. Believes a great player makes the team more successful. It's like Idaho Central's helping members achieve financial success. Lions is your ICCU player of the game.
Yeah, good choice. Good choice. I like it. He has that cool goal celebration as well, and he scored a lot of really important goals there for Boise State. So deserving, I think.
Fantastic job, as we said, though, for Boise State. Played 2 very strong Rocket League teams incredibly close, and then St. Clair, who is one of the best in Collegiate Rocket League. Boise State started out strong, looked like it might slip away, and then they end up coming out with the victory in the end. Well, that will wrap things up for our NECC. Do you have any final takeaways here, though, Riley?
From this NECC matchups, I think this Boise State team looks really good. I think there's so much talent there. I'm really excited to watching them gel throughout this year. I'm excited to see kind of how this team evolves and how they just kind of figure out their roles. Because when they can figure out their roles, this team is going to be crazy. And they showed some really good flashes of it. Taking down St. Clair, they just played really well and really smart. So I think as they kind of develop as a team, this team is going to be really good.
Well, that will do it for our NECC activation week. As we said, we should have Gridiron Rivals coming up after this between Boise State and Oklahoma State, so you don't want to go anywhere. But it's been fantastic. Huge job by Boise State finishing out NECC activation week on a win. Don't go anywhere. We should be right back with some more high-powered Rocket League.
Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Welcome back into the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena, and this is what Riley was here for. No offense to the NECC. This is what Riley was here for. Gridiron Rivals, one of my favorite things, and something that we can still kind of flex on Riley, because last I checked, Ottawa doesn't have a football team.
We're NAIA, sir. Thank you very much.
My bad.
And they're 1-2 right now.
You don't get the same, quality of opponent in football that you do like with Boise State. No offense to Ottawa. Hey, NAIA, it's great, but this is what Riley was in town for. He's in town for the Oklahoma State football game tomorrow. And this is maybe my favorite thing that Boise State does. It is Michael Fishfisher. It is Riley Baller Boyd here. More Rocket League coming at you. It is Gridiron Rivals. Every single week that Boise State has a football game, we reach out to the opposing school's esports program. We say, hey, you want to play some games? As you see right there, the night before the football game, it's kind of a mix of our league, Rocket League, Overwatch, and Valorant teams, because some schools have a lot, some schools don't have anything. Tonight it's just Rocket League, because unfortunately our League of Legends and Overwatch teams are traveling, and the Cowboys were a bit scared to play us Valorant. But I don't want to get too much into that. If there is any sort of map choice like an Overwatch or Valorant, home football team would get first choice. We saw that a few weeks ago where UCF got first choice in Valorant, and it is full standard game rules. So for Rocket League, best of 5, or no, sorry, this is actually a best of 7. For some reason, we have convinced people that we play best of 7s in Gridiron Rivals. I don't know why. So it is best of 7, then it is 3-on-3, 5 minutes, everything else pretty standard. This may be my favorite thing, honestly. It's so fun to see other schools. Oklahoma State, by the way, getting a huge esports facility. I think we're talking like 2,000. I'll have to look it up. The square footage. Kobe and I just looked at each other like, what? Like it's awesome to see. And like I say, I know this is why you're back, Riley, and I hope Boise State, unfortunately, we didn't play UTEP. We beat UCF in esports.
Don't say it. Don't say it. I'm still so mad.
So last year, I think we started out like 6-0 in both. So I'm going to say still, if we win here, it counts for the football team. So hopefully Boise State gets the job done. Only Rocket League tonight, like I said. Our League and Overwatch teams were traveling. So I guess you could say we were scared of Oklahoma State because I know they have an insane League of Legends team. But it's a ton of fun. Bragging rights in any video game, no matter what skill level you are, that's what we play for, right, Riley? It's bragging rights.
Of course.
So
of course.
It's bragging rights here. And this is the weird. I still don't understand how we convince schools. Yeah, we play best of 7 in Rocket League, don't you guys? So,
yeah, it's standard rule set. Standard rule set.
So, yeah, Boise State taking on Oklahoma State here in Rocket League. And, hey, good news for us, though. Boise State's running back the same Rocket League lineup that we just saw. So this team is coming off a W. That is the team of Gil, Instinct, and Lions. They're looking ready. They're looking hot, and they're looking fresh and ready to go.
Yeah, I think this Boise State team is going to be in a really good situation. I don't know a ton about Oklahoma State's Rocket League team. The only real interaction that I've had with them is with, I think, the Call of Duty team last year played them, and that was a really good game. I do love to see the esports scene growing, though. These teams getting these cool, spaces. Obviously Boise State space is pretty unique. There's not a lot like it. So it's cool to just see the different ways different places do it. St. Clair that we just played there in Rocket League has a pretty sweet facility as well going on up there in Canada.
So, I mean, you guys got a great facility down in Ottawa as well.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's kind of fun. We can get about 250 people in there, and when people get in there, it does get rocking pretty good.
Hey, we have the space. You got the crowds, though. I mean, we could maybe fit 250 in here. I might have to tell Doc, get rid of those beanbags. Can we get some bleachers in here or something? Because it's a great facility. The beanbags are, you can get like 1 or 2 on there. So, hey, 250 is absolutely insane. As I mentioned, today's lineup brought to you by Count. Count Identity Trust Global Network delivers real-time fraud prevention, account protection, enables a personalized customer experience for more than 9,000 leading brands and payment providers. And we just saw them for the last 3 series. It is Gil, Lions, and Instinct. Lions just got our ICCU player of the game, but you talked about it, Riley. All 3 of those players played phenomenally, especially in that last series, which is great that we end on a win, and now we get ready to kind of maybe just run over Oklahoma State, hopefully.
Yeah, that would be great. Run over Rocket League cars. I see what you did there. I see that once I leave, you take over the puns. I like it. That's funny, though. I think that this is going to be a really good series, and I think Boise State is going to just I think Boise State's going to take care of business here pretty quick. If I were to guess, if they keep playing like they just finished playing.
100% agree. Before we get into the game, though, we've talked about our keys. We can talk all about what we just saw against St. Clair. We got to get Doc's keys to the game because that is the important thing. And it's brought to us by Drop In Gaming. It is create mistakes, punish the overcommit, don't overstay, and bump and demo to disrupt. Brought to you by Drop In Gaming, the premier online platform for gamers who seek competition. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you're new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop In Gaming has the right games and competition for you. To begin your competitive gaming journey, sign up at dropingaming.com. Well, I'm ready. I know Riley's ready, so let's just get into it. As soon as these players are ready to go, Riley, let's fire all cylinders. Let's get ready to go. And I want to see Boise State stay hot. Just please play back, maybe.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, seriously. Well, hey, you know what? Like we said, Gil really started to grow into that role of getting back, and I would love to see a nice performance again from Lions.
Oh, right off the bat, though, looks like the kickoff did not go Boise State's way. Gil forced to make a huge save. Great pass to Instinct, though. Double tap, triple tap.
Got it. Instinctual goal. Love it.
That was absolutely phenomenal for Instinct. He had a couple of those where he's just like, usually we see double taps. How about a triple tap? And then the follow-up is Susnavio and Votivs trying to get back on the board for the Cowboys. Quite a lot of fans in Boise for that football game. I came out of the arena today and saw too much orange for my comfort and not the right color of orange. So Gil got to put a silence to that if he scores the second one.
I'll tell you what, I flew in last night on a red eye coming in from Kansas City, and there was a ton of Oklahoma State fans. So Bronco fans, if you're watching this tonight and you're getting ready for the game tomorrow, please be loud because those Oklahoma State fans are going to be loud here as you see Oklahoma State bringing this forward. Votes trying to get a shot on goal. Big save from Instinct.
Boise State's Rocket League sign has set the tone. Oh, that would have been insane from Lions. That pass doesn't quite follow, but Gil's great follow-up right in front of the net. Oh, triple commit from Oklahoma State Lions. Making a great play. Back to Gill, back off the wall. Does Instinct have it? No, that's a huge save from Navio.
That was almost big from Boise State. Navio perfectly placed to take care of business, and now they've got to retreat. But look at this. Oklahoma State started to get back and get comfortable, and Boise State just throws it forward.
Gill with a phenomenal goal. Boise State, I mean, Oklahoma State has 1 shot. Boise State has 3 goals. That St. Clair performance has inspired the Broncos, and right now they're performing lights out. Suss, though, with a great opportunity. Oh, wow, Gill coming out of nowhere. I thought that was a wide open net.
Yeah, that was. Gill did so well to get back, and now all of a sudden, Gill getting forward, trying to create something for the Broncos and trying to get himself centered here.
Oh, Instinct, great center. Lions, the fantastic challenge.
Oh, good little win there from Suss.
Instinct, though, immediately near midfield. And this is what we wanted to see from Boise State all night long. Lions looking for the finish. Drops it down in front of the net. No one's there, but I like the defensive play for Boise State. Suss making another great save.
Look at Boise State just peppering this goal with shots. I mean, it really is just every 15, 20 seconds, someone's getting a shot off. It's hard to play against that way.
Lions, looking to set up. Gill racing down. Gets it down. Barely misses. You're right. I mean, this is, I think, what? Boise State has 8 shots. Oklahoma State has 1. You take anytime the team has that many shots differential, I'll favor them to win by at least 2 or 3 goals.
Yeah, 8 shots in the first 2.5 minutes. That is nuts from Boise State. Just really good Rocket League playing right now.
Botiz kind of loses the dribble. That just allows Instinct to set it up. Boise State very defensive here, seeming like they've learned from the NECC, and Lions takes an opportunity when he gets one.
That was Chef's kiss from Lions. Just perfect. Reading the defense and knowing when a mistake was coming and just tapping it home.
Botiz off the kickoff. Boise State ends up with control. Kickoff seemed to have at least cleared up for now as Gill goes racing in aggressively. Lions with the follow-up. Ball.
Wait. Huh?
I got to see.
What? Wait, no replay either.
Oklahoma State just spamming the A button.
You're like, come on, no, we're done. We don't want to do this.
No idea how Boise State scored that. They nearly give one back as Instinct allows a shot from Suss. Wide open net for Instinct. It's a bailing on it, and that allows Oklahoma State to retreat.
I wonder. I mean, Boise State had been there so many times before in the last 3 series. I wonder if they just didn't quite know what to do. They were like, wait, we're not the ones that are pushed way too far forward. We have an open goal. They kind of freaked out, I think.
Still a 5-0 lead, so they are definitely well in front. Ooh, Boise State. They are still playing a bit aggressive here, but I guess the 5-0 lead, you feel like even a goal doesn't really punish you.
Wow, and look at Instinct there. Nice little backflip to get the ball away, and all of a sudden he's in a one-on-one. Big save there.
Lions got to retreat. Just going to clear it away as we have just over 60 seconds left in this game. Instinct now in the corner, going to get a touch on it, carry it up the length of the field. Ooh.
Big win.
Suss has been playing great. Don't let the score fool you. Suss has been phenomenal. Got those 2 saves and a couple of, I feel like, credited shots that Rocket League just not given to him.
Yeah, it's hard. Sometimes you wonder when those shots are actually getting credited and the saves are actually getting credited, because sometimes it feels like you did. Oh, my goodness. Big save again there.
Suss nearly scored the own goal. Great save there by Votives. As Instinct looking for 6. Boise State's still just absolutely trying to bring the hammer down, even with a 5-goal lead.
I love it. I love it. You know, our football program has that mentality, right? And this is Gridiron Rivals, so might as well, you know, keep that same mentality.
Botiz. Ooh, big miss there. Long clear. Suss is there. 3rd save for him. Him and Navio have 3 saves. 7 saves for Oklahoma State. The fact that Boise State's put 5 on the board is all you need to know of how many shots the Broncos have accumulated.
Yeah, this has been the last. Boise State scored, what, 3 goals in the first almost no time, and then that game just
ends.
Yeah.
Just like that, the game just ends. Great job by Boise State. Honestly, though, the fantastic just little win there. Don't forget the Idaho Army National Guard, a proud supporter of Boise State Esports. Top plays are presented by the Idaho Army National Guard, who invites you to take your impressive critical thinking skills into real time. More than 10 jobs offering a $20,000 bonus and your degree of choice paid for. The Idaho Army National Guard is the best team out there. Reach out on Twitch at iGuardGaming. Did some Googling here because, I mean, if you follow the Boise State football program, you're kind of hoping we might become Big 12 brothers and sisters with Oklahoma State.
Fingers crossed.
If that happens, we'll have an esports rival as well. How about 1,700 square foot arena coming in for the Cowboys? Actually just opened up last spring.
That's a feels good moment right there if you're a Cowboys fan. If you're a Cowboys player at all, and I'll tell you what, not that far. If Boise State wants, I'll go ahead and drive down there to Stillwater and get some pictures for it if you'd like. Just kind of see what's going on. They're only a couple hours away from me.
Right in the Student Union building, 40 high-powered PCs, a Twitch station, and some other amenities. So the Cowboys looking to take over the Big 12 esports. Might not last too long, depending on what Boise State has to say about that in conference realignment. Meanwhile, in Rocket League, Boise State's also saying, hey, that's a great facility. Sometimes facilities don't translate to wins. His instinct from Gill almost has it, but Votives with a great stop.
And you know what? You talk about Boise State trying to get into the Big 12 and all that good stuff, and it would have to be very, very disappointing if you go to try and be the king of your conference and then a program like Boise State just comes in. It's hard to overcome the Boise State level. I mean, ranked number 3 in the country for esports programs recently, so that's always feels awesome for Boise State.
Yeah, Boise State, you know what we make up for in lack of football achievements, we've made up for esports achievements. How about 3 national championships? That's all I got to say. But right now, Boise State Rocket League looking to add a win. Ooh, Navio can't quite get there in time. Lions. Hey, this is a much better effort from Oklahoma State in the first minute here, game 2.
Boise State still with a ton of pressure here on that goal, but yeah, Oklahoma State not conceding any goals right now, although look at the boost difference here. Boise State, lots of boost. Oklahoma State, not very much. Oh, everyone made a save, and then Gill just came in for the follow-up.
Yeah, and that boost difference was the difference, as you mentioned, because Gill beat the third Cowboy in rotation back to that ball for that third attempt. So some great boost starving for Boise State. It's something that this team has done very well when they have the ball on the other team's side, as much as they have so far in this Gridiron Rivals series. Huge demo going to come out as well as Gill puts it right in front of the net.
Wow, that was muscle all the way through from Gill there.
Boise State looking strong, 2-0 lead. Took a little bit longer than game 1, but this is what you get. I love how Boise State, they come into this Gridiron Rivals and they know, hey, it's just a show match. We want to dominate. Absolutely love to see it from this Rocket League team.
Yeah, it's nice to set the precedent and set the tone for the weekend. They say, all right, football team, all of us are winning our games. Now it's on you to go out and do it. And yeah, they really are setting just a really fast pace for the weekend here.
Hey, Rocket League played the same schedule. They beat 2-0. They beat UCF as well. This is a very good Rocket League squad that Boise State has. It's just we saw in the NECC. They got to figure some things out. As Navio going for a back pass, gets demoed. Scary spot to be is Instinct with a nice steal.
Yeah, Instinct picked his moment and then went for that ball and did a fantastic job doing it. Boise State once again just peppering that goal, and that's just going to go right in at the back post there.
Just a great job by Gill.
And that's a hat trick for Gill as well.
6 shots for Boise State. Gill right now basically doing everything. 4 shots, 3 goals, 1 save. What can't he do?
Yeah, Bill has definitely been that guy.
Oh, I thought Lions. Hey, Gill's like,
Gill.
I got you. Don't worry, man.
Right after I give Gill all this credit for being such a great defensive player, he says, all right, Riley, listen, I can score too. Goes out and scores 4. Holy cow.
Ooh.
And a save from him as well.
Gill is playing phenomenal. Instinct now, who been somewhat quiet. Oh, no! Suss nearly puts it in. Never want to see that no matter whose team it's on. Luckily, the crossbar bailing Suss out. Boise State, all this pressure. Lions looking for that ball, just kind of bouncing around in front of the net. Suss with a nice clear.
Fish, have you ever seen someone's stat bar fill up so much that they can't fit everything on there? Because Gill's about to do that.
It happens very rarely, and I will say, I'm not being biased, it feels like it's usually Boise State players.
Well, yeah, because he just got an assist there for Instinct's goal. So one more thing, and he's out of space.
I feel like when you're on the blue side, it should just extend across the middle of the screen. And when you're on the orange team, it should kind of wrap around. Really just really put home. Really just put home how dominant you've been this game. I mean, again, look at Instinct. He's got 5 shots. Only 1 goal, mainly because Gill's stealing them all.
Yeah, Gill is taking care of business when that ball is right next to the goal. He's just positionally so good right now for Boise State.
Navio does pop it up in the air. Oklahoma State has had a few good chances, especially from Suss. You see they had all 3 shots of the team plus a save. Has possession of the ball right now, but Instinct, just a fantastic play near midfield. Oh, Lions misses on it. Gill's got to get back.
Oh, good save.
That was a great dodge around Suss as well. Our medals have officially gone off the screen. I feel like I know, depending on how the rest of the series goes, who the ICCU player of the game, at least the early favorite, looks to be.
Yeah, if Boise State wins this series, it's going to take something special from somebody to dethrone Gill, I think.
Oh, I thought he had one more, but Navio made a nice little clear. Triple commit does come out from Oklahoma State, and as time ticks down, Boise State once again appears to be in complete command.
Yeah, good shot from Suss there. Just kind of shot in from the side, but no luck, and Boise State hopefully going to be able to make this save. That ball's going right towards the top corner.
Oh, Suss can't quite center it up. Votiv's looking to make a play on it as well. 20 seconds left. Boise State looks like they are going to go in complete command of this series, but Suss puts the Cowboys on the board.
There you go. That is feeling good for Suss there. You needed to get that goal. You don't want to get shut out, and getting one back, mental victories, you know?
Well, they might even get a second one here.
Wow. Where's this been from Oklahoma State?
Man, we saw this in the St. Clair series as well. Boise State with a big lead hasn't been the most protective of their net in the final moments. But still a 5-2 win should be all but assured here, unless Oklahoma State's got some last-second magic.
Yeah, you got to let that ball hit the floor if you're Boise State right now.
Come on. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Instinct said, hey, you know what? I'm going to keep it alive.
I respect that, though. They wanted to see if they can go get that 6th.
Fantastic job by Boise State. And don't forget, Boise State Esports is always looking for talented players, production, and broadcast talent. Top talent, along with good grades and eligibility, can earn new scholarships as well. Sign up today by visiting boisestate.edu/esports for more information. I mean, there's really no criticism of Boise State. It feels like, I mean, there's some here and there, but, I mean, they've been dominant offensively, mostly dominant defensively. Riley, I mean, please, I mean, if you want to be the critical guy in the room, be my guest, because it just feels like this team is firing on all cylinders.
I don't know how to criticize. I mean, Gill's playing like he was born in Norman, so he's playing like he was born with a hatred of Oklahoma State, because he's going crazy right now, and the rest of the team is just kind of doing everything they can to support him. I don't know.
That was a great dig, which brings up a great question for me. Who is Oklahoma rooting for in this matchup?
I think it's been long enough. It's been 14 years. There are kids that are in high school that weren't born when that game happened, I think. I think at this point, statue left probably doesn't quite sting as much as it does before. And I think that Boise State is a school that Oklahoma, they've only played one time ever. They see Oklahoma State every year. They don't like them. For sure. I'd imagine they'd want a Boise State victory.
Now, someone with more Oklahoma State knowledge can correct me, but there's also kids in high school who probably haven't seen the Cowboys win Bedlam. So it has not been a very pretty rivalry between the two schools.
This is true.
In the last 14 years, but I think you're right. The hardcores, though, I would assume they still lean Boise State, but I know they hate both these schools. I know if you wear Boise blue into Norman, they still – the adults will be like, really? Like – you have to remind me of that game?
Yeah, always, every year. Listen, I want KBOI, the radio station here, to figure out a way to get onto the radio channel there in Norman, because they play the Fiesta Bowl Christmas Eve every year.
Every Christmas.
They need to do that in Norman as well.
Oh, Boise, speaking of Christmas gift, how about another goal for them? And this is what you could expect from this team at a high level, though. That is a very scary double commit. Lions holding it down solo. Look at Gildo getting back. Maybe a bit too aggressive for my taste, but when it feels like you have complete command of the series, you could play like this.
Yeah, you just do your thing if you're Boise State now. You're up 2-0. You're scoring lots of goals. Express yourself right now, and I don't know how that didn't go in. Big bump from Lion there, though.
Boise State. They haven't, maybe they've started playing keyboard and mouse.
That would be funny.
That would be the ultimate disrespect.
Is that the equivalent of like shooting bodies?
Yes.
You think?
Tactically crouching.
Yeah, it's always tactical as well. You get the. I've always found it that way. At least.
Yeah, I mean, you're dodging the bullets the enemies might be shooting at you. But no, I actually did hear. I don't remember which player it was, so I do apologize. There was a moment where we had a breaker trip in the arena, and there was like an issue with the Xbox controller. One of our players did have to mid-game switch to keyboard and mouse in one of our series this year, and they actually did up winning. So I mean, they are talented enough in adverse circumstances to pull out the keyboard and mouse. Rocket League, one of the few games where you'll actually get laughed at on computer if you don't play with a controller. Which I always found interesting.
Have you? Oh, good shot there for a kill. Oh my goodness. Have you ever tried playing Rocket League keyboard and mouse, Fish?
I think the first time I booted it up, I was like, this should make sense. Because I'm a controller guy. Like, I play Call of Duty on a controller on a PC. Like, flame me if you want. So I was like, but my friends were like, if it's on PC, it's got to be on keyboard and mouse. I'm like, okay, I'll try it. It was like the worst experience of my life, and I'm pretty sure I didn't even make it the whole game.
No, it's awful. It is actually terrible trying to play this game on keyboard and mouse.
I have heard, I know Baynock and Cosmo have done it for a couple of games where it's like, yeah, maybe we should. And I mean, the fact that they can even pull it off at a high level is insane. Oklahoma State, they get a couple of good plays. Votive shot just wide. Oh my
goodness, what a save.
I think that was Lions. Holy cow. Yeah, no, controller till I die. If you can put a controller in it, I'm playing controller on the PC. It's how I grew up. I don't know.
I'm the same way with everything besides Overwatch.
Oh, I can't. Yeah, I don't play Overwatch with a controller. I don't even know if there is controller support for Overwatch. There might be now, since it actually is a console game.
I was gonna say, I would imagine. Oh, what a shot.
Yeah. Okay. Overwatch is like the one shooter where I tried Rainbow. I have not played a lot of Rainbow Six. I'm not good at Rainbow Six.
It's so
tried
hard.
it on controller, and I was like, yeah, this is also an awful idea.
Yeah. Rainbow's hard.
COD, my main game that I play, is like I'm plugging my controller in.
Yeah.
They now show you, like, when you're in the crossplay lobby, what people are playing on. I've been flamed randomly in the lobby. I don't know why. But I'm like, look, it's just I grew up on the Xbox. I can't get rid of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I get you. I'm the same way. I struggle going keyboard and mouse. I found this out recently. Did you know there's a Valorant player that is Radiant that plays on controller with no aim assist?
I feel like there's always like that one guy you're like, yeah, this guy's, he plays like League of Legends with his toes and he's challenger. And I'm like, why did you tell me that?
Yeah, it's like, wow, this guy plays Rocket League on a Nintendo DS.
I just do not get it. I did see a player do, Instinct with a great setup here to Gil. Right as I try and compliment them, everything goes south. I did actually see one of the Valorant players in Masters was left-handed, which is a left-hander myself. I was always nice to say, like, hey, his mouse is in his left hand. I don't play with a left-handed mouse, but it's always cool to see.
I feel like that would be so hard to not play with your dominant hand as your aiming hand.
It's just like when I got into PCs, like left-handed mouse like weren't a thing. You were like, I play with your right-handed mouse on your left side of your keyboard. So I totally agree with you though. That's why I stick to controller because I cannot shoot with my dominant hand as Instinct. Speaking of dominant, sets up Lions for the goal. Gil's taking this game off, but hey, Lions and Instinct have his back.
Instinct wants the wrap on the scoreboard as well.
Lions isn't too far behind.
Boise State looks absolutely phenomenal right now.
Yeah, I will say, we've had this happen with Gridiron Rivals because we don't always know, if teams have a Rocket League team or what teams they have. So I will say great sportsmanship to Oklahoma State for sticking this one out. Coming here for Gridiron Rivals. I joked about Oklahoma State's Valorant team being scared. We just simply couldn't get the dates right. I think they actually wanted to play us tomorrow, which would have kind of conflicted with the football game. So a huge shout-out to Oklahoma State and a huge shout-out to Esports Tower. If you're in high school, you're looking to unlock your true talent, you want to help maybe either your path to pro or land a collegiate scholarship, Esports Tower is the place to go. Improve your game sense, improve your team play, improve your performance under pressure. You'll get matched with great players and professional coaches to help you rank up. Just last spring, I've worked a lot with Esports Tower, so I'll throw this out there. $1.2 million in collegiate scholarships offered to Esports Tower players.
Wow.
So if you want to go collegiate esports, which is something that my parents would have laughed at me for, your parents
didn't know it was a thing.
Exactly. It is a real thing. If you're in high school, you want to work on that, or even your path to pro, check them out, esportstower.com. As I said, the scoreboard said best of 5. We somehow trick everybody to playing best of 7 in Gridiron Rivals, so there is one more game left, but it feels like Boise State has really taken over. I will just say once again, huge shout out to Oklahoma State for sticking it through. Again, I don't know. I know they have a good League of Legends team. I don't know about anything else. I think their Valorant team is about immortal average, maybe high diamond. So don't know the matchup here, but a huge shout out to Oklahoma State for sticking it through into Game 4 of our best of 7.
I would like to propose that next time a Valorant team wants to play us on game day, we make them fly out here. We put computers on one sideline and our computers on our sideline, and we play it before the game on the big screen. That would be cool.
I had heard, and they try to do it with League of Legends from what I heard, so it would have been a disaster. But I heard the Mountain West, because the Mountain West Championships for esports are usually during the Mountain West basketball tournament.
Oh,
they
yes,
wanted to have like a
please.
show match in halftime of one of the games. But it was just like a little confusing to like, what game should we play? Do we play them on the stage? I know there's like a place like right across from the arena where we've had a couple of Mountain West tournaments that Boise State's gone to where they play. So
is halftime long enough?
That's the thing. You'd have to play like one game of Rocket League, maybe.
Or counterpoint, with the Gridiron Rivals series, we get the actual teams to start playing each other in this. Get like Hank Bachmeier, Khalil Shakir, and Stefan Cobbs in here playing Rocket League against whatever Oklahoma State's got as their quarterback 1 and 2 wide receivers.
I will say, we did play the Boise State men's basketball team, and we played the football team in the past. Rocket League, usually not their game. It's Instinct's game, though, so he gets a fantastic first goal of this Game 4. Those guys are cracked at Call of Duty.
I believe it. Although you also did tell me that the ICCU team was cracked at Call of Duty. So I mean, is it actually, or what? Are they actually cracked?
So we had it was 2v2s for Boise State COD versus the men's basketball team. I think it was Yaz. We might have had to have a sub due to scheduling. I think one of our Valorant players did step in.
Oh, it's Jack probably, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oklahoma State's coming alive here. Oh, my God.
What a save. Oh, my word.
Lions, please. I don't know how you do this.
That's twice.
But yeah, they did actually beat us 2 games out of 3 in Call of Duty.
Okay, so they were the real deal.
Especially snipers only. We played snipers only. I don't remember who it was. I think it was Pryor on the men's basketball team. I don't remember his first name. He was dude went like 40 and 20 in snipers only. Dude, I was like, bro, what?
It's phased pomage in basketball form is what it is.
I think it was. I want to give him credit. I think it was Cassine Pryor. Absolutely cracked at snipers.
That is nutty.
Dude is wild.
That is nutty. Stay out of that man's lobby.
Exactly. So they're really good at COD. The basketball team, before we had a COD team, kind of beat our tag team COD squad we put together of other players. So COD's their game. So I would love to see, like, if Oklahoma State, because I feel like a lot of when I heard collegiate football players are big, like, COD and FIFA fans.
Oh.
So Oklahoma State's making this a game, by the way.
I don't know how they haven't scored. No, the ball's just sitting there in front. They can't turn it home. Oh, man, you feel so bad for them.
Yeah, I'd love to see the two teams, like, if we threw, like, Gridiron Rivals, like, our esports team versus their esports team, and then we had the two, like, teams go at it in COD.
That would be so fun.
That would be absolutely legit. Is Gil and company, I thought they wanted to put this one away. Hey, we talked about Oklahoma State just sticking with it because the first 3 games were not competitive. This has been a completely different game.
Yeah, Oklahoma State, oh my goodness, I thought they were going to score here, but now I think it's just a 2-on-1. And they got back to get that defense, but you've got about a minute and a half left here.
Oh, huge. Never mind.
Wow. There's been a lot of times coming down both ends of the field where you're like, how has nobody scored? Oh my goodness, Gil lining up a great shot.
It does look like maybe the Oklahoma State's reason for their success is they brought in Cryptix, who has 5 saves and the lone goal.
So, yeah, Cryptix brought his goalie gloves today.
Cryptix, we talked about this with St. Clair making a sub for Bobby to try and turn the fortunes around. They did win 2 games, and it seems like Oklahoma State has done the exact same thing. With Cryptix coming in and changing things up in a hurry, we'll see if Boise State can still get the job done. Uh-oh, Cryptix in a 1-on-1.
Oh, wow. He is a very good defensive player.
Sus looking for the clear. Instinct, though. Trying to keep this one alive. Oh, great clear by Votev. Yeah, Cryptix has just made this squad better. No offense to Navio, but I mean, Cryptix comes in. They go from giving up 5 goals a game to 1. Oh, huge.
Oh, no. Is it going to go in?
Oh.
And Gil almost turned in the rebound. That was scary hours there for Oklahoma State.
Try it again, maybe. Lions in this exact same corner. He's got Gil behind him. Cryptix going to keep it alive. Gil with a great center. Boise State's got to be careful. Instinct all alone. Huge save.
Boise State, about 10 seconds, 15 seconds left to come down and try and counter and win. This ball's in their own half, but they have possession. They just got to not lose. Oh, big save there at the end.
Cryptics, oh, one last chance. Uh-oh, is Instinct going to carry this?
Oh, my goodness. Instinct almost scored a worldie.
That would have been the perfect dribble. We'll reset for overtime. If Oklahoma State comes back in a reverse sweep, we will never hear the end of this. Please, Boise State.
Clutch, clutch, clutch. Get the clutch factor.
Oh, Lions, great touch. Gill, does he have the follow-up? Not quite the way he wanted it to go, I don't think.
He thought he was going to for a second. The ball took a little bit of a weird bounce there. Good instincts there from Lion to just get that ball taken away, and Gill clears it upfield here.
Oh, Gill, one touch. We hear demo, I think, off screen. This Lions takes a great shot. Must have been on to Instinct because I don't see him. Here he comes. Cryptics, though.
Oh, big save from Gill.
Everybody's going to get the medal wraparound as Cryptics is right there.
Oh, I think Suss should have left that there for Cryptics, and he would have had a good look at it, but Suss touched it away from him.
Oh, Gill racing up. He's got Cryptics one-on-one. Lions going to make a great play off the backboard. Oh, Suss and Cryptics run into each other. Instincts, though. Oh, bumps Suss out of the way.
That's a big win.
Up in the air. Gill, is this it? No,
Wow.
Cryptics with another fantastic play. That should have been a save. He's already got 6 of them. I'll credit him with 7 unofficially.
That's a big bump there as well from Lions, just trying to get everyone away. This ball's just going right towards the Boise State goal. I think that had to be saved.
Ooh, Gill barely gets a nose on it. Bumps Cryptics out of the way. Instinct from midfield off the backboard.
Oh, man. I thought that was going to be a nice little rebound.
It's a great job by Gill. He held back, and he's going to get it all alone.
Oh, what a way to win it. That man Gill, once again, having a huge series.
And that was fantastic. Boise State wins the series. Huge shout out to Oklahoma State. And Cryptics, my goodness, I don't know what you did to that team. You are a force to watch out for.
That's a good team right there.
Yeah, that was phenomenal.
With Cryptics in there, that team looks really good.
Doesn't it look like a completely different team?
Yeah, they really do.
I do want to say, but I will talk to that in a second. Don't forget, Boise State Esports, always looking for talented players, production, broadcast talent, top talent, along with good grades and eligibility. Can earn you scholarships as well. Sign up today by visiting boisestate.edu/esports. I want to just shout out Gil, because I was originally going to say, great job showing patience. It looked like you could maybe end it. Hold on.
Yeah?
What happened to the blue and orange?
It was contractually obligated.
What?
I had to. I'm sorry.
Oh, we thought we had you back.
It's still right here. I've got it. But, you know.
No. I mean, due to just, some unfortunately scheduling, we won't see each other as much as maybe we wanted in the fall, but I'll give you this chance. Why don't you plug what you got going down there in Ottawa? Because I hear some, you and I chat on Discord just about some things. What do you got going down there in Ottawa, Kansas? Because I heard this program's going to be very scary.
Well, we're able to bring in a lot of different players. Our administration has been good enough to help us do some good scholarship stuff, so we're bringing in players on scholarship. And obviously, Call of Duty won the national championship last year, and also came runner-up with their black team, which actually the black team was the favorite team to win that. It was kind of a shock that Gold came in and won, but it's fun to kind of see they're really doing a lot of recruiting. And getting really good players in. We think that we're going to compete for a couple of national championships this year. My side, I'm fortunate enough to be the head of production down there. And honestly, I do have to say, Boise State has really, helped me kind of understand the direction that I want to take our production in. But right now, it's all just about, getting that best quality production so we can support our players, because we do have a really good group of players down there. Our roster is like 60-plus people in there.
Dang.
And they're in that arena like every single day grinding. So it's fun. We just got some new PCs in there, some 3060s going on. So they're having a good time using those, and I'm having a good time using them as well. I'll tell you what, 130 frames on ultra settings on Warzone is
hey, you guys are lucky.
Pretty nice.
Our only 3090 got just immediately stolen by production.
I mean, it takes so much to do what Boise State does for production. You guys that just watch the broadcast and don't know what goes on behind the scenes here, it's unbelievable. When they told me I was going to be head of production at Ottawa, I was like, I could never, ever do what Boise State does. I am small brain because Boise State is so good at what they do. I just would love to to continue to learn. That's why I'm so excited to come back, and I'm hoping I can do it again just to keep learning from Boise State.
Well, I hope we can sometime see you guys on the field.
Oh, heck
so,
yeah.
I know you said you guys are vying for some national championships.
Yep.
We have a pair of national championship teams, but there's one that I think you and I have got to talk about. Do you guys have anyone who could stop Boise?
Me. No, I'm just kidding. I've told everybody there about Boise because I'm like, there's this kid. Nobody knew who he was going into this, and all of a sudden he showed up and he just said, by the way, I won the Boise State tournament and I have to like stream all my games. And then he just shows up and then just starts obliterating everybody. And everyone there at Ottawa was like, there's no way. Like, all these players come, like, everyone knows the Madden players. And I'm like, nope, Boise, nobody knew him. And 2 national championships in 1 weekend. It was the most unbelievable thing I've ever seen. He fought through people trying to make him forfeit. He fought through games being at 1:30 in the morning. He didn't care. He just won. I don't know that we would. I don't know of anyone there. Let's just say that. I don't know of anyone there that's running with Boise.
No, I'll be honest. I mean, you were there. I know Chosen was there as well, one of our other broadcasters who you do a lot of COD with. And the 3 of us would all joke, hey, we could take on Boise. I got the, I'll say, fortunate opportunity to play him on our Bronco welcome night. I scored the first touchdown. That's about all I can tell you in terms of highlights.
Were you Green Bay?
No. So he's actually
that's your problem.
Well, so in Madden 22, there's more choices actually. Boise has now said it's the Bills, the Cardinals, the Seahawks, and Green Bay.
Because Josh Allen just has a nuclear
Everybody has that
rocket.
The gunslinger trait.
Yeah.
That Aaron Rodgers was the only one who had in Madden 21. So I ended up being the Cardinals. He was the Bengals and still beat me 27-6.
Oh, that's not too bad.
And I threw 5 interceptions.
Now you're starting to talk about like what Aaron Rodgers actually
I was
looked
doing
like
my best Aaron
week.
Rodgers impression, but no, Boise's absolutely insane. But again, the best luck to you at Ottawa. I really hope that we either get a show match. I don't think Boise State will play an NAIA football team, so I don't think we'll get gridiron rivals. But the best of luck to you down there, Riley. But we got to put on.
We played Idaho.
They're an NAIA school. But no, let's put on the Boise State shirt proverbially here. Who's your ICCU player of the game from our gridiron rivals match we just saw?
There's only one option, I think. Everyone was really good, but Gil, I
agree.
Whole different level. I mean, holy cow.
Yeah, absolutely insane. I completely agree with you. I mean, if you go off script, I want to give a huge shout out to Cryptics because he like completely changed what Oklahoma State looked like.
Yeah, I really did.
But yeah, I would agree. ICCU player to me has to be Gil.
Big time.
Everybody played phenomenally, though. We will see if production agrees with us. Yeah, it's got to be. Yeah, it's absolutely huge. Dude was insane. We were kind of getting on him for some of those NECC games. He's like, hey, you know what? I'm tired of being the goalie. I want to play offense. And he did it in a big way.
Yeah, I mean, the positional awareness, everything just on point from Gil. I mean, so good.
Player of the game brought to you by Idaho Central Credit Union. He's a great player, makes the team more successful, just like Idaho Central's helping members achieve financial success. Gil is your ICCU player of the game for our gridiron rivals. Boise State Esports 2-0 in gridiron rivals. Can the football team back up the domination we put in? We'll have to see tomorrow night on the blue. But overall, fantastic series. Big shout out to Oklahoma State for coming in, making this happen in Rocket League. Huge shout out to Cryptics for bringing that team back from the brink. But overall, Gil and company gets it done, and just some excellent Rocket League we saw tonight.
Yeah, definitely a lot of talent on both sides of the ball there, and it was nice to have Boise State ended on a big W.
Well, I mean, we talked about it a lot. We've seen a lot of this Rocket League team as we prepare to close this out, as we prepare to say goodbye to Riley, at least on the esports side of things for the foreseeable future, because he is needed back in Ottawa. What are your final thoughts on what you saw here tonight, or just in general for Boise State's program?
For the program, I mean, there's no denying what Boise State has built. I feel so fortunate to be able to come back here and be on these kind of broadcasts because I love Boise State. You know, I grew up here. This is the school that I supported for so long, and I'm happy to be at Ottawa. But yeah, Boise State. There's nothing else to say about the program. For this Rocket League team, Boise State has a bright future in Rocket League. Some seriously talented players. It's just going to be about that time to mesh together. But when they do, it's going to be scary. I'm really looking forward to kind of tuning in and watching them throughout the year. hopefully, Fish, you get to call lots of really cool goals. That's my best wish for you.
Hey, this Boise State team, when they get going, sometimes there's goals where they score. I'm like, I don't think it's illegal. Like, that is an illegal goal physically.
Yeah, I was going to say, physics says no, but you said yes.
They are, a lot of them are engineering majors or math majors, so that must be how it all works out. But absolutely fantastic to have Riley back here. I mean, you said Boise State, I think what you said, top 3 in that most recent esports poll.
Yeah.
Ottawa was number 5, or number 10, right?
Yeah, we've only been around a little bit shorter than Boise State, so I mean, I guess we're coming for you.
Hey, the fact you've worked for 2 top 10 programs, it's pretty impressive.
I'm so lucky. There's no shot that I deserve that. I don't know how I got that lucky, but it's been
for only time we'll ever do this. You guys also stream on Twitch, of course. Support Boise State, but if we're ever not live, where are we looking to see you, Riley? Because I know you're also a caster there.
Braves_esports, so twitch.tv/Braves_esports. I cast 3 to 4 nights a week over there, and when I'm not, I'm up in the booth, running things. So, yeah, and I'll tell you what, I always direct my players to watch Boise State when we're not on. I put the games or the Twitch up on our TVs in the arena because I just like watching Boise State's esports.
There you go. If you want to support Riley, Braves_esports, absolutely phenomenal. Now we will close out tonight with our Idaho Army National Guard top 5 plays. The Idaho Army National Guard invites you to take your impressive critical thinking skills into real time. More than 10 jobs, offering a $20,000 bonus and your degree of choice paid for. The Idaho Army National Guard is the best team out there. A great end of the night for Boise State Rocket League. Dominating win over Oklahoma State. Let's hope the football team follows it up tomorrow. And here are your top 5 plays.
Go Broncos.
And his instinct, speaking of dominance, sets up Lions for the goal.
Like Hank Bachmeier, Khalil Shakir, and Stephon Cobb's in here playing Rocket League against whatever Oklahoma State's got as their quarterback 1 and 2 wide receivers.
I will say, we did play the Boise State men's basketball team, and we played the football team in the past. Rocket League, usually not their game. It's Instinct's game, though, so he gets a fantastic time. We can put a controller in, and I'm playing controller on PC. It's how I grew up. I don't know.
I'm the same way with everything besides Overwatch.
Oh, I can't. Yeah, I don't play Overwatch. I don't even know if there is controller support for Overwatch. There might be now, since it actually is a console game.
I was gonna say, I would imagine. Oh, what a shot!
Get there in time, Lions. Hey, this is a much better effort from Oklahoma State in the first minute here in Game 2.
Boise State still with a ton of pressure here on that goal, but yeah, Oklahoma State not conceding any goals right now. Although look at the boost difference here. Boise State, lots of boost. Oklahoma State, not very much. Oh, everyone made a save, and then Gill just came in.
Right off the bat, though, looks like the kickoff did not go Boise State's way. Gill forced to make a huge save. Great pass to Instinct, though. Double tap, triple tap. Got it.
Instinctual goal. Love it.
That was absolutely phenomenal for Instinct.